Mic fixed. As you can tell, I'm probably a whole lot louder.
Yo, it's the Eddie Block Show. Drunk uncle on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know. Yo, drunk uncle, drink more. We got two MOs. Eddie Block and drunk uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 mods for the trolls.
Let's roll.
Yo, it's the Eddie Block Show. Drunk uncle on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know. Yo, drunk uncle, drink more. We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and drunk uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 miles for the trolls.
Let's roll. EddieBlockFilms. Everybody.
Mr. Nice Guy. Proud boy. Yeah, I'm a proud boy. I'm here to tell y'all, the movement is here, baby. We here. Keep on watching. Keep on listening. Don't pay attention. Woo! 2021. We're in the house. Truck's coming back, baby.
What's up? You forgot the one in the chamber. Let's go 1776. You know what? I didn't watch everything. It's hard for me to say. I'll be honest with you. You know what? I haven't been watching. What's up, David? I have not been watching every single day. Just out of, like, I supported the whole movement, and I still do, but, like, you know, when it was first the truckers, after a while, I just couldn't watch anymore, you know? It's hard for me to already do this show. I do a morning show with Graw, and then also try and watch other people's shows. I don't watch other people's shows. Not because I don't want to. I just don't have time, you know? I got a life. I got to take care of Donnie here, you know? What I did, you know, the little bit that I did watch is like, so let's start with Corinne. Corinne was there, and you found a January 6th doc and you had to stop. So I didn't see where Defenders of Ants said anything about Wizzy. I didn't even hear anything about WYSIWYG's name talked. I know they talked a lot of shit about Oreo Express and Corinne, but it was like when I was watching it, Corinne was there and she was on that Defender of Ants side, right? And with him, and then she went over to the other side and she started talking shit about the other people, you know, and that's what Corinne does. You know, I've been around Corinne for quite a while, so I saw that. They kept asking Santa questions about something, and I'll be honest, I don't know a damn thing about what they were asking him. I do know that there was something about a pedophile being in the staying where everybody else is staying, you know, but I don't know enough about it to talk about it. So, unfortunately, I can't talk about it because, you know, only dumb people talk about stuff that they're not informed on, and I'm not a dumb person. But I just don't get why we're all fighting with each other. And by the way, how does my sound? How does it sound, guys? I finally. It's funny. Remember I had shipped off my Rodecaster Pro to get repaired. Well, guess what? It looks like they just sent me a brand spanking new one because I mean it's fully in the box. Like last time they repaired it, it didn't come back with new plastics on. I mean, it came in the full box, everything. So I'm kind of happy about that. So hopefully it sounds good. I sound great. Thank you. Yeah, it's astonishing to that point, 1776. That's all it's, you know, well, let's be honest here. It's like people that watch that it's like they're watching NASCAR, right? You watch NASCAR, I like watching for the racing, but I also like to see a crash. Not gonna lie, we all like to see crashes, right? So that's why they go for the drama. Like, that's why people like watching Oreo Express. He sits there and he wants to talk all this shit and blah 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 blah, right? And that's why people watch him, because he's a shit talker. What's up, Biggie? So I mean, that's what people want to see. You know, when I was in the Proud Boys and I'm there at January 6th, people were watching it. When I'm at December 12th, when I was there in D.C. with all the Proud Boys, everybody was watching it because they wanted to see us go out and beat the shit out of Antifa. When I'm in Sacramento and Antifa's around, they watch it because they know I'm going to go in there and get in a fight with Antifa. 60% of the time that I go to Sacramento, I end up fighting with some Antifa, right? I had that one dumbass kid that hit me with the chain. Then there was another guy at Cesar Chavez Park, and he was swinging on everybody, and I was cool till he hit me, and then the minute he hit me, I freaking knocked him out, you know? So, I mean, that's all the only reason. Like, I'm going Saturday, right? Right now, we have 18 people watching. When I'm there on Saturday and Antifa's around, I'm going to have at least 100 people watching, just because they're like, oh, Eddie's near Antifa. What's up, Mommy Rammer? How you doing, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. So, I mean, people watch it because they want to see the drama. But the problem is, we shouldn't be having drama amongst ourselves. Patriots, if you're all in for the same focus, there shouldn't be drama. You know, they started talking about money. I don't know what the heck's going on with money. They said somebody stole it. Oh, you want to do the fuck Antifa?
Fuck you.
Oh, whoops, wrong one.
It is ma'am.
Sorry. Let me find it. I got so many things on here now. Where is my fuck Antifa? Oh, there it is.
Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa!
So there you go. So that's my take on it. I just wish they would stop fighting with each other, right? We're all here to make America better and get back to the old America, right? You know, we're paying, well, at least in California, I was happy paying $3 and something for diesel. Now I just paid today $5.70 to fill up my truck, and I was on empty. You know, it's just we got to stop fighting with each other. That's the whole problem. We're fighting with each other, and we're not focused on what we really need to get done. Our politicians aren't going to do it for us because they're politicians. You know what? They may be Republicans, you know, but they're not really at all. They're how do I explain it? So politicians do what they want, think what they want us to hear, but in the back they're doing little side deals and shady shit all the time. That's why I voted for President Trump. President Trump, he wasn't there as a politician. He's a businessman. And he handles shit like business, you know? He made sure shit got done. That's why I like him. Like, here's a story. So when I was in plumbing, I was a foreman, I was a superintendent. I got I was working in Mill Valley, and I get a call from the owner of the company. He's like, hey, we really need you to go down to this job down in Ontario, down in California. And I was like, why? I thought, you got that new guy working it. They're like, yeah, but, everybody's walking all over him. Nothing's getting done. Not the workers, but, the other companies. And when you're in plumbing, and you're building a high-rise hotel, which is what we did, there's a certain order, you can't put on your faucets till the tile guy's on, and I get some. Anyways. But, so, like, I show up at the job, right? And the owner of Marriott or Columbia Sussex, he's like, oh, thank God you're here, Eddie. Freaking the other companies are walking all over the plumbers, and, I need your help. Help me. So I walk in, and, we got a schedule. You got to follow your schedule. And it was all good, but they wanted faucets on every bathroom on the first floor, but I couldn't get my guys to put them on because there was no countertops. So I went to the tile guy. I'm like, hey, when are you going to have the countertops on there? And he looked at me. He's like, well, we'll probably get to it next week. I'm like, no, bullshit. It says I have to have my faucets on by Friday. I'll give you till Wednesday. And he's like, what do you mean you'll give me till Wednesday? I said, I'm going to give you till Wednesday. Otherwise, Thursday morning, I start putting on my faucets. And he's like, yeah, haha, whatever. So Thursday morning, I go look on the first floor. There's no countertops anywhere. So you know what I did? I installed every faucet that I had on that whole entire floor because I had to have it done by Friday. So we had all our faucets on. So then, I get called into the office and they're like, hey, Eddie, the tile guy's all pissed off. He says he can't put on his stuff because you put your faucets on there. I'm like, you were here when I told him. You gotta put your you got your countertops. I gave him till Wednesday. They didn't put them on. And so they talked to the tile guy. He's like, well, I'll put them on today. You guys take all your faucets off. I'm like, all right, but I'm also going to send you a bill. And he's like, what do you mean you're going to send me a bill? I'm like, well, I already put them on once. You got to pay me to take them off, and you got to pay me to put them back on again. And he said, bull fucking shit, and blah, 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 blah. And the owner of Marriott said, not bullshit, nothing. Eddie gave you to Thursday. You fucked around. You messed up your timeline. Just because he's on timeline and you're not, it's not his fault. So guess what? You are going to pay Eddie's company to take those faucets off and put it back on. So guess what we did? I got paid twice, and my boss was very happy because the second time was all time and material. So you know what? When we put them back on, we took our nice time doing it. But that's how businesses run. You don't let people walk all over you. And that's what President Trump did. That's why I voted for him. He got shit done. He found the best price, of everything. He lowered prices, he got more jobs out there. What's Joe Biden done? Less jobs. Well, he's always got more jobs. That's only because COVID. Everybody was not working because of COVID. That doesn't count. He didn't bring more jobs. He actually lost jobs by cutting down pipelines and making fuel prices so high that nobody can work anymore because you can't even afford to drive to work because you can't afford to pay the fuel to get there. And companies aren't hiring as many people because you raise the minimum wage so much. And you scared the hell out of everybody and you're paying everybody to stay home. Screwing our country over. So, just saying, we need to work. And this all started with 1776 stuff. You know what? Like I said, we all need to work together to make America better. We got to, it's sad that we got to fight the liberals, but we got to fight the liberals because the liberals want to ruin our country. They just want to let everybody the fuck in. Like I was telling my good friend Agnes Gibney today, we were talking on the phone, and she started talking about them coming on over, and I'm like, it's funny, like, we're watching these court shows during the day, and the Spanish people come in, and they have to have a translator for them. And I kind of get that, it is the law. You gotta follow the law, because you might be putting these people in jail for a long time. But these people are coming to our country. They want to live here because it's such a great country. So don't you think that if you want to come to this country, why are we bowing down and say, oh, you know what? Don't worry. You don't have to learn English. We're going to learn to speak to you in Spanish. We're going to cater to you. Why? We have enough people in this fucking country. We don't need more people in this country. Why? These assholes, they come over here and they expect you to learn their language. And they're like, well, I'm leaving fucking, let's say, you know what? I'll even go, I'm leaving Nigeria because Nigeria sucks. And then they come here and they're like, well, how come you're not more like Nigeria? You should speak to me in Nigerian. And, I pray to this God. I don't want to hear about Christianity. You shouldn't have Christianity around me. So we don't. Why are we catering to these people? They want to come to our country. We don't want them to come here. Yeah, we welcome them because it's America. But we're not, why are we catering to them when they're the ones that want to come to us? That's like, you know what? That's like me walking up to Google. Hey, Google, you got this $1 million a week job that I want. But you know what? I'm just a janitor. So I want you to give me this job. And then I want you to speak to me in Dutch every day. Because, my mom's from Holland. So for every day, I want every employee here to learn how to speak Dutch. And I'm Catholic, so you know what? Well, I'm Christian now, but I went to Catholic school, so I want you to buy me a big, huge gold cross. And they're like, but Mr. Block, there's like 1 million other people that can come sweep our floor. And I'm like, so what? That's what these people are doing. We could get tons and tons of people to come in here and pick our fruit and do whatever jobs, cut our grass. And I'm not trying to stereotype them, but you know what I mean. Why should we cater to them? They want to live here. They should cater to us. If President Trump stood at the border and said, give me a blowjob and you can come in, they should get down and give him that goddamn blowjob. I'm sorry, I went a little too far with that one, didn't I? But you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. People should be doing whatever they can to get into our country because this is the greatest country in the world. And it's worth it. Who doesn't, like, if you're making $100,000 a year and you found that there's a job that'll pay you $1 million a year, what are you going to do? You're going to go kiss those people's ass, right? That's not how it works around here in America. No, we're going to kiss your ass to come work at us so we can pay you 10 times what you're worth. We're going to give you free food. We're going to let you illegally cross the border and not have to pay for insurance when everybody else has to pay for it. Yeah, definitely, Helen. America should be first. Oh, my God, gets on that so wrong. Anyways, here's the other thing, too. When you say America first, like we're sending all this money to everybody else to help all these other people, right? I've been saying the same explanation you've probably heard 100 times now. But whenever you're on a plane and they start talking and they're doing the very, oh yeah, you got to put on your vest and this and that. When the air mask drops, what do they tell you? If you're sitting next to your kid, you need to put the mask on yourself first because you can't help your kid if you're dead because you can't breathe. Right? Your kid's not going to help you because you're the one supposed to be helping your kid, right? Same thing with America. We need to fix America first before we keep sending our fucking money and our troops all across the other countries in the world. Sorry, my tooth is loose. They got to glue it in. I'm going back on Thursday. They're going to glue it in. But you know what I mean, guys? That's what we got to do. We need to take care of America first. And that doesn't mean letting everybody and anybody just come in here. You know what they say, but Eddie, it takes them like 7 years to go through the process to become an American. Well, is it worth it? I believe so. You know how I know? Because my mom did it. My mom came here from Amsterdam, from Holland. You know, my mom, after she came here, she couldn't do real work. You know, she couldn't get hired in a regular job. So she worked in the fields while she was pregnant with me. She worked her ass off at any job that they would hire an immigrant for. And she did it legally. Yeah, my dad was in the Air Force and taking care of us, but still, she did it legally. It took her 7 years to get her green card. Do you know that I don't know how to speak Dutch right now? I used to ask my mom, why didn't you teach me Dutch? It's because you're an American. When we go to Holland, you'll learn how to speak Dutch. And every time I went to Holland, the whole fucking plane, she's sitting there teaching me Dutch so I wouldn't be rude. And when I went to Holland, I had to speak to everybody in Dutch. Because that's respectful of their country. They don't do that here in America. What's up in the cow? Right? They don't do that anymore. You ever go look at a driver's license application? I hear they got it in like 50 some odd freaking languages. Why? The signs are in English. Shouldn't they know how to speak English? Right. Just saying. Just drives me nuts. You know, my mom was so pro-American, right? I'm like 6 years old. We're sitting at Disneyland. We stood in line for like an hour to get on this freaking ride. And we sit down and the instructions come on. And they're like in Japanese or something. Then they're in Spanish. And then finally third is English. And my mom stands up and I'm like, fuck. Right now, Mom? She's like, I want to speak to somebody in charge. I'm like, Mom, we finally got on the ride. I don't care, shut up. Starts screaming. And somebody comes over like, what's wrong, ma'am? Is everything okay? And she's like, no, it's not. She's like, what country do we live in? And the young person, you know, they're like 18, 19 years old. They're like, well, we live in America, ma'am. And she's like, then why isn't the instructions in English first? So my mom wouldn't sit down. They couldn't move the ride anymore till she sat down, right? My mom's sitting there standing up, stopping the whole fucking ride. And she says, you know what? This is bullshit. We live in America. She's like, I understand you got people visiting from every other country here. But we're in America. Say it in English first. Fucking after like 20 minutes of talking to a manager, she finally calmed down and like he gave us gave us our money back for our tickets, and she finally sat down. But that's the way my mom is. She was so pro-American. You know why? Because she was an immigrant from another country. And she worked her ass off to get here. I remember sitting in high school and she's like, you know, I know more about your history of your country than you do because I had to go through all that shit to pass your test. I talked to a friend recently, right? And he became a citizen. He said, they ask you 3 questions. I got to know those 3 questions. My mom can tell you every single freaking, well, she's dead now, but she could name every president in what order they were, every war, because she had to know that to become an American citizen. Not anymore. Thank you, 1776. Yeah, thank you, Lisa. My mom was awesome. She was a true patriot, right? Oh my God, if she was alive today, oh yeah. Like, we lived in this little town called Lompoc. Last story, and then I'll get to the news. So we're sitting there, and my mom worked in Solvang, and she worked in the hotel industry. My dad and he were hooked up telephones all over the country, all over the state, and so the Secret Service would come in. So one night I'm sitting there, and my mom walks in, and these 2 guys walk in. You know, they're all Secret Service suited up, and she's like, son, she told me, you know, call me by my name, and she's like, meet these guys. They work for the Secret Service. They protect President Reagan. And I was like, okay. She's like, well, they're gonna have dinner with us. And my dad walked in, and she's like, hey, you know, I met these Secret Service men, and you know, they take care of President Reagan, so we're gonna take care of them by cooking them dinner. So every night, a different set of Secret Servicemen came to our house. Whatever Secret Service was not working that night, because they were staying at my mom's hotel, because President Reagan has a ranch up there by Solvang. And so every single night, my mom would bring home some new freaking Secret Service men and cook them freaking dinner. They respected her so much because she's like, no, you're taking care of our president. That's Ronald Reagan. So she cooked them dinner every single night, and they would came up, and one day they said, look, they took my mom and my dad to go meet President Reagan. They were so impressed with my mom as an immigrant and the fact that she was cooking them dinner every night that my mom went and that they took my mom and my dad to go meet President Reagan. My sister nowadays, she's like, well, when our stepdad dies, the only thing I want is that President Reagan gave my mom a presidential pin or something like that. That's the only thing my sister wants. She's like, I want that President Reagan pin. Like, I want that. But that was my mom. A pure American patriot who immigrated from Holland when she was 21 years old. Or 20. I was born at 24, so 23. She was 24 when she had me. Anyways. That was my mom. I miss her a lot. Stupid cancer. She died. Jeez, my stepdad told me it's like 8 years ago now already. Was my mom illegal? No. My mom came here legally. Like I said, if you missed the story earlier, it took my mom 7 years. 7 years to become a legal citizen, to get her green card. She said that was the greatest day of her life. So no, my mom was not illegal. Nope. All right, let's get started with the dang news. Heck no, my mom wasn't illegal. All right, so let me stop this stuff here. Let me stop the commercials so you don't got to hear the commercials. I'm glad I got my mic back in, my mic set up. And away we go. What's up, digga warp? Digga warp. You guys can hear every time I push the button now, can't you? I'm on the wrong one. Hold on 1 second. Let me put you on the right. Google Chrome. Where are you? There we go. This should be it. There we go. There we go. Just a walking down the street singing, do what did he dum did he do. Oops, other way around. I had it right the first time. All right, guys. Biden thrashed for tweet bragging about gas price savings with the average person typo. Tells you a lot. Or peso. You're trying to say peso or something like that? Is that what they're making fun of him of? What's up, Daniel Smitch? The Dutch government asked a couple 100 to 1,000 people to leave Holland in the 50s. Well, she left in I was born in 1976, so she left in 1974. President Biden continued to brag about gas prices falling by a small amount on Twitter Monday morning to the mockery of users. Yeah, I went and gassed up today. It was $5.79 a gallon for diesel. And that was at Costco, where it's cheaper than everybody else. For American families looking for a little more breathing room, these savings matter. Biden presidential account tweeted. The tweet also included a graphic informing followers that at current prices, the average driver will spend $35 less a month. Damn it, my tooth is coming out bad. Or $70 less a month for a family of 2 cars if the gas prices stayed at their peak. Bullshit. Social media users once again attacked Biden for attempting to take credit for lower prices while many still face record levels. Yeah. Let's see. We were just watching a chase the other day, right? And it was, what was it, in Cincinnati, Hope? It was from 2020. And the gas prices was $1.87 or something like that for the cheap gas. For, what is it, 89? $1.87. What's gas at where you guys are at right now? I'm in California, so it's a little more expensive than everywhere else. But like I said, it was $5.79 for diesel. I think the gas was like $5.29 for regular or something like that. What's up, Sagittarius? What kind of bullshit is that? Oh, yeah, this girl says, but I thought you have nothing to do with gas prices, right? Oh, yeah. You know, if he hadn't cut the dam, he's all, it's Putin's fault. No, it's your fault, asshole. The minute you came in, you freaking cut the Keystone Pipeline. You're at $3.49 for gas in Florida, Digglewort? Holy shit. $3.89 in Georgia? Wow. Wait, Spicy, you're in Georgia, right? I think you are. Son of a bitch. California, it's not that where at all. Let's see here. Let's look, what is it, Gas Buddy? Up here in Yosemite, where I live, it's even more expensive. I don't want the free card. Find gas. Let's look here. Let's search by city. No, I don't want it. Well, let's look at San Francisco. How about San Francisco? $4.99 in Oakland. Quick Stop, that's a cheap, shitty gas. Quick Serve is $5.07. Arco's $5.09. That's still cheap. Let's see what Chevron is. Don't they have a Chevron? Hold on. Let's find Chevron. Chevron or Shell. Let's at least show a good gas. Regular full. Oh, this is the top 10 cheapest in San Francisco. That's not what I want to find. I just want to find gas. Let's go by brand. Let's go by Chevron. Texas won't have the capacity to refine. Is that because they're closing them all down, or Chevron stations near you? Come on. Gas Buddy's not working that well right now, is it? Well, you know what I mean. You guys know how expensive gas is. And it's all Biden's fault. It's all Biden's fault and the liberals' fault. How much money do you think Biden's getting from his Gas Buddy friends? I bet you... Actually, they give it to Hunter, and then the big guy gets it later on. Gas in Lake Havasu is $4.75. Wow, you guys are lucky. You guys are real lucky. I'm jealous. Here, watch. Let me... we'll go to this one. Let's go to Fresno. Costco gas. It should tell you the prices there. That's the one I go to. Oh, I paid $5.19. No, that's regular. $5.19 for regular, $5.49 for premium, and $5.79 for diesel. And that's what I paid. $5.79 today for diesel. but $519 for regular. And that's in Fresno, Central Valley, where it's not that expensive to live around here. There you go. There you go. Dallas Love Field Airport shooting. Police ID suspect as Portia Odufuwa and a 37-year-old Texas woman. I don't know what to do. I almost want to pull my tooth out because every time I talk, I hear it vibrate. I feel it vibrate. I feel it's going to fly out. Gosh darn it. Don't you hate that? And it's supposed to be an implant, I think. Fuck it. I'm just taking it out. Don't look. Don't when they have the big, huge metal poster, isn't this an implant? Who knows? I go back to the dentist Thursday. All right, Texas police. Oh, I can't even talk right either. Hold on. I know it's embarrassing. Texas police have identified the woman suspected of opening fire at the Dallas Love Field. I flew out of Dallas a couple times. This is a little tiny airport. Dallas police said that she had dropped off at the airport and entered the terminal. She went inside a women's restroom and a short time later comes out into the ticket counter area and fires a weapon several times. Dallas police officer nearby engaged the suspect and shot her in the lower extremities. Authorities took Odufuwa to the hospital and no other injuries were reported. You know what this chick just did? She screwed us. You know, normally you get to go pay for your ticket before you got to go before you got to go through TSA screening. Now you know what they're going to start doing? To even get in the effing airport, you're going to have to go through screening. How much you want to bet? You're in Eastern Washington, find the rare passion? Wow. Is that liberal area up there? Or is it only Seattle and only Seattle area? $5.99 for diesel. Wow. You know, I remember when I got my first diesel truck, diesel was cheaper than gas. What happened to that? You know, I get a brand new diesel truck. I love my Dodge Ram Cummins. But diesel is so expensive. Yours are in the jar over there. Oh my gosh. Images inside show shocked travelers taking cover. Travel alert. Yeah. What did they say why she did it? She was upset because her husband got fired from somewhere. Not from the airport. Her husband just got fired. If anyone has a U-Haul, you can make $400 if you take it to Cali because they don't have enough because of so many leaving Cali. Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. You can make money taking stuff to bring in. Like, here, watch this. You know what? Let's go to U-Haul. You guys want to see this? Watch this. U-Haul. Let's look up a truck. It was a Portland riot thing. Okay, pickup location. Let's say San Francisco. Or actually, we'll do San Jose. Let's do 95126 because I used to live there. I know that zip code. And drop-off location. Let's say we're going to Las Vegas. All right, let's see how much it costs. We'll pick, you know what? We will say August 19th because that's my day. All right, pickup date, August 19th. Let's get the rate. Man, my computer's slow today. Let's see where are you guys seeing all this? Yes, you are. All right. So for a 10-foot truck, a studio to one-bedroom apartment, they want $1,150. And that includes up to 4 days use and 624 miles. So let's do this. So remember, $1,150. Now let's swap that around. Let's go from Las Vegas, Nevada, to San Jose, 95126. Yes, I used to live in this place called Willow Glen in San Jose. Lincoln and Pedro, August 19th, same day. Oops, sorry guys, I hit my mic. Let's see how much it is. They said it's gonna cost less. Look, $360 for the same truck because they don't have. Everybody's leaving California. So it's $360 when you leave go from Las Vegas to California. But if you go from California to Las Vegas, it's $1,150, and that's for the cheapest one. Let's see, what's the most expensive thing we can get here? Okay, a 26-foot truck. A 26-foot truck. Soul for Real. What's up, Soul for Real? How you doing? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of their song. Candy-coated raindrops, right? Isn't that the song from Soul for Real, Candy Rain? Isn't that their song? I think so. So let's look at a 20. So remember here, 26-foot truck here is $474. Let's go the other way around. Let's go back again. Let's go from San Jose to Las Vegas again. Let's look up how much that big truck. I didn't look at it the first time. Las Vegas, Nevada. The big truck is 20. Oh my gosh! So the big truck is $2,422. It's $2,000 more. $2,000 more if you're leaving California. Now, there's only $400 to come into California with that big ass truck, but you want to leave California because that's what everybody's leaving Cali. That's why, because it sucks here. Everything's too expensive. You know, freaking gas is expensive. We got Gavin Newsom as our damn governor. It sucks.
Hola.
Hold on a second. Hey, Drunk, how do I sound, by the way?
Sound okay?
All right, because remember, we used to have trouble. I got my Roadcaster Pro back.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Cudlow. I'm Larry Cudlow.
Hold on.
So,
I think they gave me a new one for free.
That's cool.
Yeah, hold on. Let me put Drunk Uncle in here. Co-host. Where are you, Drunk Uncle?
Turn the camera on so I can see that pretty face.
Yeah, you like seeing my face, don't you? Drunk Uncle's addicted to my face. Did you guys know that? He's like, damn, yeah. Eddie is fine.
That's right. Sexy man, sexy man.
I gotta see his face. There we go. Let me come over here. Let me turn my camera on so Drunk Uncle will be happy.
Hey, there we go.
What's up? Let's see. Let's turn this off. Let's turn this off, and we'll go here. Then I guess we don't need these. We'll talk for a little bit before we get back to the news. There we go. So what's up, buddy?
Nothing. Just got home from class.
Yeah. How was work?
I didn't work. I just had class.
Oh, that's right. It's Monday. I forgot you changed your schedule on me.
Yeah.
Digga says, what's up?
Hey, Digga.
Willow says it sucks up there where she is in Washington, too. Yeah, it does. Do maggot rotten Appleton, Washington? I guess you're talking about that. Man, I got to clean up my house. Drunk Uncle took the night off the other day to clean up his house. Uh-oh. Look who's here now. Come on. You got to come say hi to Drunk Uncle. Come on, little brat. Come on. There you go.
Hey, Browners.
Say hi, Brownie. Say hi, Browners.
Hey, Browners.
What? Hold on, little girl. Why are you acting like this, huh? Little brat.
Maybe because Donnie's got his nose in her butt.
Maybe. Get down now. Come here, Donnie. Say hi. Oh, man. They had a new guy show up today to do our spraying our house. Donnie was wanting to go after him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but it was like in play mode almost. But I think it was too because he had his gun out. You know, they hit the wand, for spraying, and he had a mask on. So, oh, Donnie didn't like that, did you?
So for real, I don't think I've.
No, they're new. They're brand new.
No.
Wasn't their song called Candy Rain? Candy coated raindrops. I think it was. What?
I had a Soul for Real album when I was in middle school.
Middle school, oh my god. I forget how much younger than me you are. Sit.
I'm only like 4 years younger.
You're a lot more than that. I turned 46. I turned 46 next month.
Oh, I thought you were 44.
No, I'm 45 right now. I'm about to be 46 on August 19th.
I gotcha.
Yep, there's Panda, huh, Panda Bear? Panda Bear.
Snagged me a couple submissions tonight.
Oh, did ya? Right on.
Yeah. I got a Go-Go Plata from the Mount, and I got a wrist lock. And I thought I heard them when I done the wrist lock because we haven't been taught the wrist lock. I just know how to do it, so I don't know how much pressure to put on it. And they're like, oh, but they didn't tap, but I stopped. So I guess technically it didn't count as a submission, but I was worried that I broke their wrist.
You know, I gotta get a little cheat sheet for all these moves that you're doing. So when you like, I did this today, I can know what you're actually talking about.
Yeah. Well, the best way to explain a go-go plata is, let's say somebody's on top of you and you're on your back.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of chop your leg. You want to wrap your legs around them to keep them close to you, right? But you got to be kind of flexible to do this. So one leg, you're going to sneak up farther and farther up their back. And then in one solid movement, you're going to take that leg and flip it from their back over and cross your shin across their esophagus. And then at that same time, you've got to move your hands and grab the back of their head. And so the head's right here.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun to me.
No, not at all. It's very intense. It's very intense.
Am I getting big at digger work? Are you saying I'm getting fatter? Are you saying I'm getting fat? It's drunk uncle's getting skinnier. That's the problem. But I did, you know what? I'm trying a new diet tomorrow. It should come in tomorrow. These new pills, they're pills. They're pills. You know that the TV schemes. You don't gotta work out. You can eat whatever the fuck you want, and you'll lose weight. Well, apparently they really do that. I don't know how true it is, but it's approved by Oprah and the Shark Tank. So I'm gonna try it. They're called keto something.
We got a little bit of the buffer zones.
What do you mean the buffer zones?
Is that me? Is that me?
What's wrong?
Did anybody else lock up for a little bit? We're raining out here, so I don't know if it's on my end.
Oh, you mean buffer on YouTube? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me go to my YouTube real quick and we can look. I don't know right away.
I cleared up on Discord.
Oh, you mean I don't have any buffering on my end over here. I just went to YouTube and no buffering. No buffering.
Okay. Maybe it's just on my end, because like I said, we got a little bit of the sprinkles out here.
Oh, okay. Oh, Digga says I'm getting bigger because it's my birthday coming up. Yeah, my birthday's coming up. What?
So, have we decided on a date for Vegas yet?
No, we haven't. That's normally Diggawerp's job. I know.
Okay.
I know you want to go in September, right? Because you want to try and get into that.
Yeah. Well, I asked one of my uncles if he wanted to go to Vegas in September, because he's been wanting to go see a UFC fight at my other uncle's funeral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you tell him the tickets are $800.
Catholic funeral was not as long as I was told it was going to be. One of my cousins, because I was tired, he's like, well, you're going to have like 2 hours to nap. And I was like, 2 fucking hours? But it was only about an hour for the Catholic funeral. But it was interesting.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like a traditional funeral. You know, it wasn't that bad. But the reason I ask is because I just found out, I guess I should have already known, but I don't pay attention to our little, just like I don't pay attention to Discord chat. You know, I don't really pay attention to my my Fighting Academy's chat unless I'm trying to make sure the class is still on. But I guess there's a jiu-jitsu tournament in October. And they were asking me if I was going to go, and I told them, I was like, I'm not doing anything unless coach tells me that I'm ready for it. And then coach walked in, and he's like, I don't mind if you go, you know, this side or the other. And I was like, okay, you know, I guess. And he's like, and at first they said it was in September, but then they said it was in October. So I've got to figure out when that is, but I might have my first competition coming up in it.
Well, we'll have to ask Digga. Digga normally is in charge of that. So Digga, do we have a month? She likes October because it's not as hot in Las Vegas. So
Right.
You see the video of Diaz and the guy he is supposed to fight, and they're saying that Diaz might lose. Well, that's more than likely going to happen, yeah. But who knows? Diaz is a crazy fighter. But so Drunk Uncle wants to go in August or September now, so we can go to the Diaz fight. But the tickets are like what, $800 a piece? I can't afford
The cheapest one was 600, and when I told that to my uncle, he's like, "Well, that takes that out of the equation." It's like, I guess so.
Well,
I was like,
we'll
I
see.
wouldn't mind throwing $600 at it just to say that I was there. You know, I wouldn't be able to spend hardly any money at all doing anything else, though. Definitely no gambling, that's for sure.
Well, so are you for sure going to be in a tournament in October?
I'm going to talk to more to coach about it, because after he said that he had no problems with me getting into it, he was outside smoking, and I was like, do these tournaments start off on the feet? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I've started off on the feet once.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. He said I'm fine to do it. He said if I win, I'll get my next strike by the professor, which is all well and dandy. I don't expect to win by any means, you know. I'm going in there pretty humble, but we'll see. I'll know more about it Wednesday.
All right. Well, you let me know. How about this? What if we did this? Because I know you want to try and go to that. Those tickets it's $600. It was $692. I think was the cheapest tickets we found. But then you also got to pay a percentage to the Ticketmaster company or whatever. So it's more like $800 than whatever else we get. How about this? What if you have, since Digga says she wants to go see you fight, Digga's close to you. I'll drive to North Carolina. I'll bring Donald J. Trump, and you can have Donald J. Trump at your first match. Why don't we? Because they've been wanting to do it on the East Coast anyways.
Yeah, well, I don't want y'all to come all the way out, because this is like the coach said, this is a tournament. So if I get in there and I lose my very first match,
and we'll go out drinking.
Huh?
And we'll go out drinking.
Yeah. I just don't want anybody to, think that I'm some, I talk about jiu-jitsu a lot, but I know this much. I really do.
Well, I'm supposed to be coming out your way anyway, so how about this? We were supposed to go over there anyways, but we got to get going to the news because that's what everybody's here for. But me and this guy right here, Donald J. Trump, will come out to your house and we'll watch a fight. No, Brownie, you can't go because my stepdad will kill me if I take you with, because he adopted you.
Before we get into the news, I'm wondering if I might have to fight for real pretty soon.
I don't know. Are you stuck?
Well, no, a street fight.
Oh, what do you mean? With who?
A customer.
A customer wants to fight you? You're going to fight a customer? You don't fight your customers.
No. Well, okay, you tell me if you would want to fight him or not. And I'm trying to hold off Chappie from getting to him before I can just talk to him.
There's a different, you probably want to beat his ass, but that's your business. You don't want to mess up your business by fighting him. But let's hear the story.
Okay.
I like drama.
He's a homeless person.
Mm-hmm.
I have him and another homeless person used to run around together. They're both customers.
Okay.
The one that I might have to fight never buys anything. He comes in and he'll ask if we have any free samples, if he has any money in his pocket. He kind of rubs me the wrong way anyway, so I'll make him pay for samples. What do you got in your pocket? Give me $5-6, whatever. Give it to you.
Uh-huh.
The other guy is trying to make his life better. He's working. He lives in a hotel now. He's a paranoid, bipolar schizophrenic.
Okay.
So last week, he asked me in front of the other homeless guy to show him a little bit of jiu-jitsu, because the paranoid, schizophrenic, bipolar guy, he's big. He's probably your size in girth, but about 6'3". So I'd say about 350 pounds, easily 300 pounds. The other guy is $150.
Uh-huh.
Now, the big guy that's paranoid schizophrenic, he doesn't want to hurt anybody. He's never wanted to hurt anybody. He takes it out on himself. He'll scratch his arms up. He'll beat himself up.
Mm-hmm.
And he came in after he asked me to show him jujitsu. I showed him the standing arm bar. And I thought it was weird that after I showed him that, he went over and sat down and was like keeping to himself.
Mm-hmm.
He came back in a few days later, and he's like, I want to learn this jujitsu stuff that you do so I can learn to protect myself. I was like, okay. And he said the guy's name, the other guy that was there, that wasn't there at this time. This is a totally different day. He said he's starting to get violent with me. And like everybody at the shop loves this other homeless dude because he is really trying to make his life better. The other guy is just living the homeless life. And when he comes in, you know, I'm gonna be like, have a seat, and I'm gonna talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and just be like, you leave him alone, or you're gonna have to deal with me and Chappie. And I was like,
can't do that. I mean, that's not right, bro. Coming from a guy who likes to fight, I understand.
He's bullying the other guy. I was saying I want to squash it. I want to bring him in, like, sit down, let's talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever you're doing with this guy, don't do it anymore. Like, if I hear that you do it again, you know this guy does not like confrontation, does not want to be violent, because he is abnormally strong.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he's strong. That's why he doesn't want to. He takes it out on himself. And I was like, you know, if we hear this again, we're gonna have problems. And it's pretty much what his reaction to that is going to be. I guess you could say.
That's still, you can't do that in your business, bro. That's something you got to do something separate on. I mean, not when he walks in your store. That is definitely not the place to do that. I'm just trying to talk some sense into you, man.
Yeah,
I know you want to. I know you want to stick up for him. You know that. I mean, like me, it's different. I could go up and do it for him, but I don't own a store, and I'm not going to risk, getting sued. Because you do that, you know who he's going to sue? He's going to sue your store.
Yeah, but see,
if I go and beat the fuck out of him, he's going to be afraid to call the cops. Because he's like, oh, you know what I mean? But if you do it, you know what the first person he's going to call? An attorney.
Yeah.
You're going to lose everything. I understand you want to help out this homeless person, right? But you can't do it that way, drunk. They're gonna screw your business over. And if Chappie does it, Chappie's gonna get your business sued.
Like I said, this is just fresh on our minds, so I'm just talking it out.
I know.
This is good.
That's why I'm trying to calm you down so you don't do it, because you don't want to lose. You're gonna lose your business, and if Chappie does it, you're gonna lose your business. All right.
Right.
The lawyer goes for the bigger fish. Chappie works for you, so if Chappie goes and fights him, then they're not going to sue Chappie. They're going to sue you. They're going to sue your business. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Get
some. The guy that's getting bullied definitely lives in a bigger box. He has a hotel room.
Well, there you go. What's up, Wiley? That's a new name. Anyway, so but yeah, drunk.
That's good. I hadn't really looked at it like that. As far as my business side, and it kind of came across my mind like what would happen. But I was thinking, just fucking guillotine, just yank him, and like he passes out.
Don't
do it. He wakes up like, see, I told you. Like, I'm teaching this guy this stuff. He's going to destroy you if he uses his strength and my knowledge against you.
And once again, don't say that, because if the big guy does go and kick his ass, guess who he's going to come sue? He's going to come sue your business because you taught him how to fight. And you just told this man that you taught him how to fight so he would beat up the other guy.
What?
Think like a lawyer. We're in 2022 where everybody sues everybody for everything. You're going to lose. You may get the happiness of beating up the guy that's beating up your friend, but you're going to lose.
Yeah, David, that's the way I really hope that it goes. I've got to talk to him either way.
Yeah.
And just tell him to, just stop.
Don't threaten him. Just be like, hey, man, I hear you're kind of messing with your buddy, Come on, that's not right. Talk to him like that. But don't ever say, if you do it again, I'm going to have to step in. No, don't even go nowhere near those words. I'm not even a lawyer. and but I know how people work. You know what? Next thing you know, we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be like, hey, look at this drunk uncle on our daily courtroom show.
Yeah.
There's drunk uncle in jail. Then like a week later, we're gonna be like, hey, look at that homeless guy selling freaking vapes to all the people. Cause he took drunk uncle's store because drunk uncle kicked his ass.
Yeah.
Just heads up, bro.
Well, I'm glad I'm
think.
talking it out instead of just internalizing. You know what I mean?
I gotcha. And you're talking to the guy that normally likes to fight. How am I calming you down? The heck?
Because you generally fight people that have no idea who the hell you are. You just get into confrontations out on the street.
Oh, the last one knew who I was. They knew exactly who I was. They're like, you're the insurrectionist from January 6th. And you know what? How about this? I'll probably get in a fight for you this weekend, drunk. I'm going to Sacramento, and Antifa's there, and who's their number one target? This guy right here. So, just if you're gonna do it, just don't. You can have a talk with them and just be like, "Hey, you're being a dick. That's not cool." Little stuff like that, but don't say, "If you do it to him, I'm gonna have to kick your ass," because you're just. Hope you got a whole bunch of lawyers.
As far as like I would kick your ass, but like if you come at him again, you're gonna have to deal with me.
Still, that's
and
a threat.
I know he's intimidated by me.
Mm-hmm. Well, then you shouldn't have to say those words. Then you just be like, you know what, you shouldn't mess with my friend. You shouldn't mess with him. You know he's got issues. You know he's not right in the head. Just leave the guy alone, and just leave it at that.
The poor guy almost had a emotional breakdown the other day because his little $3 charger for his weed pen wasn't working, and I was like, just calm down. He was just like, and I was like, okay, it's not working. Here's another one. Just take it. And then he snapped out of it, and he started laughing and smiling again. And I'm just like, oh, like the smallest thing will get this guy just.
Maybe the best thing you can do is find some help for this guy. That's probably better than standing up for him. And
well, I am going to try to reach out to local martial arts places and see if I can't talk them, like tell them the scenario and be like, can you show him some basics for a couple weeks? Because he can't get to my school. Mm-hmm. My school's, 30 miles away. He's homeless. He can't get there.
Yeah. Try doing that. But I don't mean that kind of help. I mean, get him some mental help.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what I mean.
He's in a program. I've seen an improvement in him, but he's got a ways to go. He's definitely got a ways to go.
Yeah. No, David, but you're right. But when drunk uncle says, I'm teaching him so he'll kick your ass, that's gonna get drunk uncle in trouble. That's what he's got to worry about. I applaud you though, because drunk, I would do the same thing, but I'm not a business owner. I don't have a lot to lose like you do. And not only that, if I kick the guy's ass, I'm a cripple guy. You think he's really going to go run into the cops and say, hey, I got my ass kicked by a cripple guy on a scooter?
Yeah. And Sneaky Pete, the thing is like, I banned him from the store. Whenever this happens, this is not at the store.
What's up, Rolls?
Let that shit happen in my store, but I wouldn't even. I don't know.
You're bringing drama into your store that you don't want. How about thinking about it that way, right?
Yeah.
Because if you ban them from the store over something that happened on the streets, you're gonna come into work the next day and you're gonna have a broken window, smashed-in window. Your car tires are gonna be flat. I understand you want to help this guy out, but there's too much to lose. If you want to have a talk with that guy and just say, hey, you're kind of being rude to your friend, might want to knock it off, that's fine. But if you go any farther than that, you're either going to get sued or there's going to be broken windows at your store.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm glad this, talking it out.
Yeah.
Instead of just like letting it fester in my head and be like, I'll figure it out. And then when he comes out, I'm just like,
yeah, you just be very, very careful. That's all I'm saying. Very careful. You don't want to ruin your whole entire life because, you know, you wanted to help somebody out. Because that's how it happens, right? What is the old saying? No good deed goes unpunished. And it's happened to me quite a bit. You know? I've loaned people money and then they screw you over. Or I've loaned people my car because they needed some help. And what do? They crash my car and they bring it back and just say, oh, here you go. Here's your car back. You know? I've let people live in my house and they destroyed it and, you know, ruined stuff and then caused more trouble for me than anything. And I was just trying to help the person out. It always happens. No good deed goes unpunished. And I'm not trying to say you don't do good deeds anymore. I'm just saying, you know, be very careful. Especially when owning a business, you know? And look what Real Life's saying. My cousin is paranoid, schizophrenic. They can be dangerous. Those meds, they have to be on all the time or else they'll snap. I mean, yeah, what if this guy doesn't take his pills one day? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, be very careful.
He helped him a lot. Like, I think that's what helped him. Because when they first started, they were coming in together. And he hadn't gotten a job yet. He wasn't, I think I told you about it a long time ago. He was cross-eyed. And then when you got THC in him, his eyes, like, he see straight. And he's got a high tolerance. He did 260 milligrams in a sitting, but I think you do that too.
Speaking of weed, you know what? I think I didn't sleep very good last night. I think it's time for an edible. We'll do an edible.
I said good day.
Oops, sorry. Hit the button. I think we're going to do an edible. Have an edible, drunk uncle. It'll calm you down.
All right.
I forget, how much are these? Aren't these like 50 milligrams a piece? These ones are 50 milligrams of weed a piece. There we go.
Well, I'll take 52, so that's half of this one.
Yeah, 50 milligrams of THC per serving. How many's in a serving?
This is O, 8, and P, though. So 50 milligrams is probably closer to 100 milligrams. We'll see what happens.
There you go. Yeah, but I'm just straight weed. This is real weed. You got the other kind of weed.
You like that THCO to P?
Sometimes. All right, let's get on the news. Drunk Uncle's already at his first pee break, and we haven't done any news since he got here. Let's get back to it. Put Drunk Uncle back on screen. Now I gotta fix this thing again. Drunk Uncle's always messing with me. Damn, Drunk Uncle. We'll put me back up here. There we go. I know, you know, I was going to call you the other day, Dara. I haven't seen you for a while. I went through Texas a couple weeks ago, or what? How long ago did I go to Oklahoma? Was it 2 weeks ago? A month ago? I drove right through Texas, but way up north, so I didn't go through your part. Former congressman. We talked about this earlier, how all the freaking, you know, politicians are out to screw you. They're only in it for themselves. Former congressman among 9 charged with insider trading. Let's see. Is Paul Pelosi on there? Federal prosecutors have charged 9 people, including a former U.S. congressman from Indiana, with insider trading that resulted in millions of dollars in illegal profits. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams told a news conference that the cases, in addition to several other recently announced crackdowns on insider trading, represent a follow-through on his pledge to be relentless in rooting out crime in our financial markets. Well, then why aren't you dealing with anything with Mark Pelosi or Paul Pelosi? Paul Pelosi. I went to Oklahoma in May. Oh, shit, so it was 2 months ago. Damn, it seems so recently that I was at Gross House. It says, we have zero tolerance for cheating in our markets. But once again, I don't see anything on Paul Pelosi here. Let's see, which congressman is he talking about? Oh, while a Republican congressman. Yeah, they're going after Republican congressmen. But yet Paul Pelosi, like, let's look at Paul Pelosi here real quick. He bought stock in, what did he buy? I spelled his name wrong.
Isn't that the business that he's in? I thought his business was stocks or something like that.
He does a lot of stuff. He actually, so Paul Pelosi actually owns most of the. So you know the high-speed rail that we had coming through California that they were spending all that money on. What's up, beer guy? How's Canada?
He does whatever he can do to consume most of his day, so he has to spend the least amount of time with that.
Looking at his wife, yeah. No, but he so all the land that a lot of the land that they used for the high-speed rail that we were building here. What Paul Pelosi did is he knew where they were going to build the railroad, and he went and found a whole bunch of programs that we have these programs here in California where something's not developed. The state of California will sell it to you for $1. Right? So he bought up all these properties for $1 each. And then he sold them back like a year later to high-speed rail for millions of dollars. Billions. He bought them for $1. He was selling them for a couple $100,000, $200,000 a piece. And he made millions. How do you think he knew to buy those $1 pieces of property and where they were? Well, let's see. That's Gavin Newsom's high-speed rail, and Nancy Pelosi is his aunt. Does it make kind of sense there? What's that ultimate game? The Pope is in Edmonton, huh? Oh, did he go to hang out with the bikers, the Hells Angels that were there on Friday? So let's see. Let's read this story then real quick. I wasn't even going to do this today. An overwhelming majority of Americans believe Congress is inept, broken, and hopelessly addicted to maintaining power while acting too far much like a drunken sophomores on Twitter. There's no news story on this? Where's the news story part of this? Oh, read the full article. Well, they're going to be like, you need to pay. Oh, this is from The Hill, too, aren't they? So let's see. On the things that should be done but haven't, for whatever reason, legislation exists that would prohibit members of Congress from trading stocks. It's called the Banning Insider Trading in Congress Act, and it would prohibit members of Congress and their spouses from trading individual stocks. They'll still hire like their nephew or their cousin or somebody else to do it, right? Or they buy a company. But where's Paul Pelosi bought a whole bunch of stocks in, let's see. Paul Pelosi bought a whole bunch of stocks in a certain company. It was a semiconductor company, and they're voting to. In March 2021, Paul Pelosi exercised options to purchase 25,000 Microsoft shares worth more than $5 million. Less than 2 weeks later, the United States Army disclosed a $21.9 billion deal to buy augmented reality headsets for Microsoft. Very funny how that worked. You're like, I bet this horse is going to come in. They said he bought something worth 20,000 shares. So if a share is $100, you can spend $1 and say, I bet you it's going to go up from $100 to $105 by this date. So that's what an option is. And so if it does go up that $5, he doesn't have to spend the full $100 per share. He's only spending $1 per share. And if it goes up $5, 20,000 times 5 is worth a whole bunch, right? But he bought 20,000 shares, and he's expecting it to go up more than $5. And Sneaky Pete, yeah, it's just a coincidence, right? But here's the problem. Even if you outlaw it, if I was Paul Pelosi, I'd go to Drunk Uncle and I'd be like, hey, Drunk Uncle, buy these stocks for me, and you can keep 1% for yourself. I guarantee you'll make $100,000 off of it. Or here, Drunk Uncle, go buy these stocks and I'll give you $100,000. That's how there's always a way. There's always a way around it, folks.
Or just like crack down on insider trading.
Yeah.
I mean, I this is a part of the family that rarely see. Not yesterday, but I seen him at the funeral. He's a very good guy, very smart guy, but he went to prison for a few years for insider trading.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. But the whole reason we got on this is that this guy saying we're cracking down on this trading between people and politics, but they don't mention Paul Pelosi in that article at all.
Man, I don't think anybody that holds any government office should be able to trade stocks. Like as soon as you get elected in, it stops. So if you have stocks, you better make sure that they're not, one of those stocks like Bitcoin or something that just jumps up and down. You got stock in Lowe's or Home Depot or something, whatever, something stable. But as soon as you get elected, like, you ain't allowed to do shit. Everything you got, you have to keep. You ain't buying anything. You ain't adding shares to this. You ain't selling shares to this. You ain't getting nothing new. You're shut off. And your immediate family.
Yeah. Ooh, look at this walk-in tub. Wow, that's nice. I wonder why that's popping up on my screen. Probably because I was looking at houses today. Nikki B says, what I don't understand is they'll put Martha Stewart in prison for insider trading, but not the Pelosi's. Well, think about this, Nikki Pete. Who's in charge right now? Who's the head bitch in politics right now? Nancy Pelosi. She's the head of everything right now. But if you notice, what did I don't know if it was Jim Jordan. I think he said just wait until next after a November election when we take over everything. So let's see what happens with that January 6th committee. Ultimate Gamer says AOC. Oh my God. You mean that big booty Latina? That big booty Latina? And no offense, but everybody's doing it. Republicans are doing it too. I mean, Republicans are all about making money. So, anyways.
They take over the House and the Senate. They just go full ham and like start having congressional hearings like it's a damn a TV show or something. Season 1, Biden's impeachment for quid pro quo. Season 2, the summer of 2020. Summer 2020. Season 3, Nancy Pelosi, and they just.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Find the right passion. We were just talking about that. Hopefully she takes her ass over to Taiwan and China takes her out. Oh my gosh, that would be not I'm not saying shit. I'm on the air. Let's see. But they don't get stocks and make deals with foreign entities. Yeah, they do. All right, so next up on the list. New York teen released from custody after brawling with police on a subway on a subway platform in a bloody video. So this New York teen gets released after fighting with the police. Had it been the other way around where the cops went after him. Yeah, let's see. So a New York teen seen in a bloody brawl with NYPD on a subway platform over the weekend has already been released from custody, according to police union leaders.
Have you seen the video
Hold
yet?
on a second. I just got a thing from Restream. Did we lose? Are we still live?
Oh, you're...
Let me check real quick. No, I haven't seen the video. No,
bit.
We're glitching.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, Andy?
Have you seen the video yet? Because I'm wondering, like, if the cops beat the shit out of him, then maybe they would let him out. Just like, you've had enough.
No, I haven't seen the video. We might have to look for it up because I thought it would be on here. Let's see. 2 officers witnessed a pair of 16-year-olds, one male and one female, go through a Manhattan turnstile without paying. The 16-year-old male became verbally aggressive for over 3 minutes with officers, and NYPD spokesperson said the officers attempted to take the 16-year-old male into custody when he began to assault them. A 54-second video. Let's click on this, see if it takes us to the video. Oh, does it? Oh, it doesn't take us to the video, though. Nope. There's Elon Musk. How about this? Let's look on YouTube. NYPD subway.
Look, that little, I don't know how far behind I am. I'm a little bit far behind, but one of those pictures, it looks like the officer basically had the guy in an arm triangle. He was about to go night-night if he would have adjusted his arms just a little bit.
Yeah, let's see this week. Trying to see if they show it. I don't see anything on it on YouTube. All right, let's see. Yeah, video shows the male suspect with blood on his face, and police said the officer suffered swelling on his head and shoulder. Both officers were treated at New York University Hospital. Both teens face each a second-degree assault on a police officer. They probably won't show it because they're teens.
Yeah, I think they got their asses handed to them.
The cops or the teens?
The teens.
Did you see the video, Sneaky Pete? Did you see the video? Let's see. Let me type in teen. That's a subway let's say teen attack. Let's see if we can find it this way. Let's go this week. That's Ohio. Nope. They're not going to show it probably. Because they're teens. Oh, well, I tried. Oh, it was on Jesse Waters tonight? Really? They showed the whole video? Let's see if we can show it. Jesse Waters. I know I spelled it wrong. 3 days ago. Videos. Nope, I don't see it. I don't see it. That's what I'm looking for right now, Sneaky Pete. Nope. Alright, I tried. Alright, now we're gonna come to California if I remember correctly what order my stuff came in. Yep. There we go. Gavin Newsom hopes California can become the epicenter of wind energy. The epicenter of wind energy. Have you guys seen those videos lately of the wind turbines going bad? The clean air? California Governor Gavin Newsom announced on Friday a new set of plans to achieve his state's goal of reducing climate change by achieving carbon neutrality by 2045. How are you going to do that? He says to plan to create at least 20 gigawatts of annual energy from offshore wind by 2045. That's not even possible. You know, they want everybody here to have an electric car, right? But, you know, I get letters in the mail all the time from PG&E, which is Pacific Gas and Electric, and they say, you know what? During the hottest times of the year, if you don't want to black out, turn your air conditioner up. Don't use your air conditioner because we don't have enough energy on the power grid to hold up to your air conditioner. So you're telling me that my little window air conditioner needs to get shut off, but I can charge a Tesla all day long, all I want. Doesn't make sense, does it? I don't think it makes sense, California. Like, watch this. Let's see. Wind turbine leak. I just saw one the other day, and it's just spinning, and it's leaking oil. Let's see. Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. Like, you can, you know where I probably watched it on? It was on, what's that guy that has a show on Sunday? Here it is. Let's see. What's that guy? Zeducation. I saw it on Zeducation. Not this one. Not this one. Look at this. Yeah, that's a safe energy right there. This freaking wind turbine's on fire. Oh, yeah, that's safe. That's really safe. Alright, who's dumb enough to fly your kite near a wind turbine? Oh yeah, look at this one. Another one. Look at how clean that thing is. Look at how clean it. Look at that clean energy. Right there. It's a wind turbine in a storm. Oh yeah. Look at that clean energy once again. Holy shit, it just exploded. Clean energy. Yeah, Zeducation is funny. But there was another one where it's just like... Look at this one. Wowza. He used to work for a windmill company that hit so many out-of-control turbines with blades flying a mile on fire and burned everything.
1,400 feet
I
from
wouldn't
the height.
doubt it.
The blades of the turbine spun so quickly that onlookers couldn't even see them.
A wind lamp. Look at this one. Oh yeah, these are really great ways. Really clean, California. Where's the one I'm looking for, though? Look at this one. He's really clean. He's starting fires all over the place. The windmill cotton monkey box. Oh my gosh. Look at this thing. Holy gee, that thing's about to fly away. Wowza. Oh shit. Just wait till you... Oh, you're behind, huh, drunk? Holy shit, that thing just disintegrated. Whoa, that sounds awful. Sorry, sorry you guys had to hear that. Let me look at... We'll go to this one real quick. I'll find it. It's somewhere on here. It's gonna take me a second to find it.
Glory rustic signs. They make customizable, handcrafted laser flag.
You know, he did mess up
Go
on one thing.
Fact checkers.
He's trying to say this is really her mugshot. That's not her. That's not really her mugshot. You wonder what, drunk uncle?
I know I'm behind, so you've already moved on. But like all those pictures of the windmills getting all fucked up and stuff. Like, was it like abnormal, like hurricane or tornado around, or is this just kind of the winds get above, like, on?
Okay, you're doing a robot. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, currently.
Okay, now you're fine.
It's been glitchy.
Basically, it's half and half, I would say. Half and half.
Because still, that would be, it'd make it even worse if these were just like high wind days or if there was like malfunctions in them. But really, when you think about it, what's going to happen to those things when a tornado or a hurricane comes through? I guess that's a...
They're supposed to have a brake system on there to keep them from going too fast, but yeah, it's not always that way.
How are you going to fight Mother Nature? Mother Nature seems to just pick up buildings and move them if she wants to.
Yeah.
No,
I know.
So I'm wondering what the repercussions would be of these things, like, especially if, we relied on them as a total source of energy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they call it. They call it the Pepto House. Rolls is right. Damn it, I can't find
We
this.
still haven't got it figured out in my area either. The damn electricity still run on telephone poles. And every time, we have a big storm or something, I might lose power in my area. And I'm just like, why don't you just put them under the ground or get rid of the trees next to them?
Because it's so expensive.
Cut down the damn trees that are close to it.
Right.
They just like cut down and like trim the limbs so it makes like a space around them. And I'm like, yeah, how long is that going to last? And then when the wind, it just pushes them right over. And then if it breaks the tree, like...
I can't find it. It's not on there. Yeah.
It's the money. It's got to be a money racket, but...
Yeah. Well...
This is from the city of New York.
He's learning about electrical, right? But yet, I have this fire, which is probably like 50 miles from my house. If that. It's called the Oak Fire. And to get the first containment, as wildfire burns almost 17,000 acres. Gavin Newsom isn't worried about this fire. He's over there talking about freaking being energy efficient. Beer guy, there's even solar power is not... You cannot gain... Solar is only, 15% efficient? You're only getting 15% of the rays. Something like that. They're still not ready yet. And there goes my fucking tooth again. All right, so let's see. The blaze has burned 16,791 acres since it started Friday, and is 10% contained. Only 10%. I understand they had an issue to where this fire, actually, so they had all the bulldozers making the road and stuff. The fire jumped over the bulldozers. I have better stuff on my Facebook feed. I have better stuff on my Facebook. Damn tooth. My tooth came. Remember that same one you knocked out? I told you it was loose.
Yeah.
Now it came out all the way today.
Uh-oh.
So it keeps popping out on me. It's driving me nuts. But luckily, I have a dentist appointment on Thursday.
That's cool.
Let's see. Where is it? Does anyone in Mariposa Fairgrounds is in need of hay or oak for the back animals?
Maybe they put like a thread like up in there and you just like screw it on.
No, they just glue it. They're
I
just
know.
gonna glue it.
Just hope the threads line up right.
Right? Well, it's actually I thought I have an implant. There's a post on there. Isn't that an implant? I don't know.
I have no idea. I've got a crown on one of my teeth, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Where it like broke off and they put something over top of it. I don't know if that's called a crown or a cap.
That's a cap, isn't it? Or a crown? I don't know. I just go to the dentist and they fix stuff. That's all I know.
I know it took forever.
This shit was yesterday, so there's so much people talking about it right now. Okay, so the first photo was mapping of the oak fire to see how far it is from fish camp. Well, today I noticed the red spots are back. If it's near fish camp, that's even closer to me than I thought it was. But look, this is the fire that they're dealing with here. And if you guys don't know why, well, shit. Ben lost his page. You know what? Let me see if it's on my YouTube channel real quick. Because Ben lost his page. We did a whole story on this. I think we need to show it again. Let me go to my page. Hopefully it's there. Let's go to my channel. Search. What the hell do we call that thing? Jeez Louise. I don't know what the hell we called it. I can go in here though. It was like one of my very first videos I put on my account. Go to my channel, or is it on Ben's channel only? Shit, it might only be on Ben's channel. Let's go like this. Long time ago. That's not it. Berkeley. Agent Orange. Frontline Commercial. Ferguson Fire. Was this it? Let me see. This is not the full edit, but this is probably it. Let me see if you guys can see this. Yeah,
this is Ben Burquam with Frontline America reporting from Yosemite National Park. We're here at the site of the Ferguson fire, showing what catastrophic wildfire damage looks like, where everything is burned. These trees are completely destroyed down to the roots. Everything is gone. The seeds that were on the ground have all been destroyed. This area will not grow back for decades. This is what a catastrophic wildfire looks like. The crazy part is the same environmentalists that claim that they're out here trying to protect animal habitat were a big part of causing this. In 1990, the spotted owl was protected under the Endangered Species Act. What that did was shut down the timber industry in the Sierra Nevadas. The outcome of that is overly dense forests. On top of that, these same radical environmentalists don't allow firefighters to do their part of their job, which is forest management, and the Forest Service to do forest management, controlled burns and other things, thinning the ground cover, pulling out the dead trees, things that actually keep a forest healthy. So what we end up with are forests that are 3 to 4 times denser than they should be, that are now drier because they don't have enough water. The more trees you have, the more water that those trees are taking. The spotted owl numbers have continued to decline, while catastrophic wildfires have continued to increase. Every year now, on average, we're burning over 600,000 acres of pristine forest, habitat for the spotted owl. Rather than cutting and managing and using our renewable resources through the timber industry, a couple 100,000 acres a year, we're burning 600,000 acres. Last year was over 1 million acres. We have to come up with rational solutions. So all of this has happened, and now what we get are these catastrophic wildfires where everything is burned. Spotted owl habitat, the trees, the homes, and people's lives are being lost. And it all started under the guise of wanting to protect the environment. We have to come up with rational solutions. But stopping the timber industry, stopping forest management, stopping controlled burns, that's not the answer. We are stewards of the earth. It's time that we steward it again. This is Ben Block-1 with Frontline America, reporting to you from Yosemite National Park.
That was a video we made. Let's see, this was in 2018. Damn, that's how long I've been working with Ben. Holy jeez. That was a video from 2019 or 2018.
You say he lost his page?
Yeah, they took his Facebook page down completely. So this is what I used to have to do. Huh?
You know why?
No. Yeah. He didn't. I texted him. He didn't tell me why.
I got you.
So, but yeah, I mean, like, this is how me and Ben used to work. I would say it takes too long for him to upload and download a video. So I used to upload it to YouTube. He would watch it. He'd be like, I don't like this part. I don't like this part. Fix it. So like on some of our videos, there's like this Berkeley one. We have a whole shitload of this Berkeley one because he kept having me change shit. So yeah, let's see, which one can I show you from Berkeley? This one, I think. This is the best one, July 27th. No. You see if there's another one. I'll show you guys a Berkeley. Oh, here, you want to watch a video we made about Rhonda Gerard? So this lady, she's a teacher at Fresno State, and she's the one that said, I can't wait to walk all over George Bush's grave because he was the worst man in the world or something like that. And Fresno State never fired her.
Hello,
oops,
and welcome to Rolling with Wheels. I'm your host.
Is this
shortly after.
Nope, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong video. That's not Ben's. That was the one I did for myself. Where is it? I know we're getting out the news, right? Let's see. Ferguson Fire. I think it's this one is Ben's.
We're here at Fresno State to go confront the hateful Professor Rhonda Gerard.
Talk to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you have freedom of speech, but nobody else does?
Away.
I'm not coming near you.
Not just you, but other people.
I'm not coming near you.
Move away.
So you want your freedom of speech?
I will move forward with harassment.
So you want your freedom of speech, but you don't want others to have it. Is that what you're saying?
Freedom of speech is only for the left.
Right. So you want yours to be protected, but not others. We got her. We got her.
Yeah, that was me in a tie.
All right.
I made this video for Ben.
Rhonda, why do you hate America?
Oh yeah, my wife was pissed I did that.
That's all they have. All they have. Oh, am I a neo-Nazi? Rhonda, do you want to say anything? What do you think? Why are you a hateful person? Why are you so hateful? You should be uncomfortable with the hate speech that you spew. Are you really a racist?
Look at the people that's with her.
You're beautiful.
This is how they come on
I
campus.
wish God would bring truth to your life. I wish God would bring truth to your life. You're over here. You're over this way. Rhonda, why do you hate men? Rhonda. Listen, this is a professor at Fresno State saying F you and your neo-Nazi friends, guys. This is it right here. This, making a joke. Rhonda, what do you think? Why did you give out the suicide hotline? Rhonda, why did you give out the suicide hotline? Oh, love. President Trump? Love to President Trump? Love to President Trump? Love to President Trump? Love to everyone.
Right?
Shame on you, Rhonda. Shame on you, Rhonda. It's sad. Shame on you, Rhonda. I feel bad.
This is how she showed up for the first day of school. She had to have security guards protecting her.
Shame on you. It's pathetic, guys. What do you think about President Trump? What do you think about President Trump? What do you think about President Trump? We stand against you, Rhonda. We stand against you and your hatred. You're evil. We reject it. God, family, country, guys. Stand against hateful people like Rhonda Girard. Is the outfit just ironic, by the way? That this
oh yeah, my wife was so
protected?
mad I put those noises in.
You should be uncomfortable. You should be uncomfortable. With your nonsense, with the crap that you spew, you should be uncomfortable. Oh, I'm sorry. So you have freedom of speech, but nobody else does? I'm not coming near you. I'm not coming near you. So you want your freedom of speech? Go. So you want your freedom of speech, but you don't want others to have it. Is that what you're saying?
That's huge.
Right. So you want yours
I
to be
should have done that
protected,
one.
but not others. This is Rhonda. This is what you get. You have to live with your comments. You have to live. You're allowed to say it, but you have to live with the consequences of your comments. Is it a double standard that you can be racist towards white people? Is it? What do you mean when you say all white editors should be fired? How is that not racist if you say all white editors should be fired? Why do you hate America? God bless President Trump. God bless America. Rhonda, do you think saying firing all white editors is racist? Is firing white editors racist? Trump's gonna win in a landslide. Rhonda, what do you think of my sign? You love Trump? You love Trump? Hashtag me too. God bless America.
Oh yeah, Ben had this sign that said, "Do you like President Trump? Hashtag me too." Yeah, we got a huh?
I gotta admit, I'm a little jealous of the guy that had the big beard. That maybe he dyes it this way, but it was like black there, and then like and then black stripes. Like I don't got that going on. I wish I did.
Yeah. Here, well,
that's pretty. If that's natural, I will give him a high five on that. But other than that, you know.
Yeah. Here we go.
I like your beard.
I guess we're gonna make it a Ben night since YouTube kicked him off, and I didn't know this. So we're gonna show some Ben videos tonight. How about that? You guys like Ben videos? I made them all for him, so I can show them. And guys, go check out Ben Bergquam with Frontline America. I came up with all this stuff for him. You guys will really be pissed when you see this video. Here, let me share it with you. I forgot to share it with you.
How you doing, brother? What are you out here for?
I'm here for Trump. Could you just tell us a little about what happened?
Uh-oh. Slow internet.
Bergquam. That's an interesting last name. What region did that come from? Do you know?
No, I don't.
I went out to have a conversation. Had my Make America Great hat and my Trump flag and my Stop Liberal.
Yeah, they kicked Ben off.
Intolerance. You might disagree whether or not he's honest. I think he says what comes there. There goes a.
So if you guys don't know Ben, he'll sit there and he'll have an honest talk with anybody. He doesn't start fights. He doesn't cuss at him. He doesn't even cuss, right? He'll just have an honest conversation back and forth. And he was having a good conversation with this young man, and then somebody just walked up and stole his hat. Now this is at Berkeley University in, California.
You stole my hat, right? So we got these thieves over here. I'm gonna go try and find this guy. You don't want me to get my hat back? Guys, these are the fascists here.
Ben went to Berkeley all by himself. No security, nothing.
They steal your hat. Stop stealing. Watch yourself, yeah. Yeah, that's what you get. You get punched in the face by cowards.
They just hit him with the cane.
You get hit in the head by cowards. You hit people in the back of their head when they're not looking. You guys are cowards. You guys are cowards. What's that? Well, it doesn't justify it, does it? Does it justify it? Is this justified? Is this what the left believes in? It's justified. This guy, is this justified? Look at this. Look at this. That's what you.
Hit me in the head with a stick from behind. You hit me in the head with a stick from behind.
And you notice nobody's helping them.
You guys are cowards. You guys are cowards. You guys are cowards. Hey, back up. This motherfucker keeps hitting people in the head with sticks.
So he hits him again, watch.
Yeah. You're a fucking coward.
Uh-oh, there goes my video again. Come on. I wonder if it's because what am I doing here? There's too much stuff. I wonder if it's because, let me hit pause and start again. Sorry, guys. Drunk, are you there? I'm just making sure Discord didn't cut out. Damn it. Hit play again. Let me just refresh, maybe. You know, I got a lot of screens open too. That doesn't help. Come on.
Shame on you. Shame on you, Rhonda. It's sad.
That one's working fine. Here we go. We go here.
This is what the left believes in? That's what you...
Here we go. Sorry, guys. We're back.
Hit me in the head with a stick from behind. You hit me in the head with a stick from behind. You guys are cowards. You guys are cowards. You guys are cowards. Hey, back up. This motherfucker keeps hitting people in the head with sticks. Yeah. You're a fucking coward. I got your face. I got your face.
You're the Nazis!
That's what you get, guys. This is what you get.
This is what liberal tolerance does to you right there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm good.
His daughter was so small back then.
That's liberal tolerance for you. These guys are out there saying that Trump's a fascist, and this is what they do. They come from behind, hit you in the head with a stick, and then hit you.
Show in their mouth. Your mouth.
It's okay. Anyways, just want to let you guys know I'm all good. Went back into the crowd and got some video with some of the guys out here standing up to them. Bottom line is,
You like the music? Thank you.
To stand up to this nonsense. Whoever you are, wherever you're at across this country, it's time to stand up. These guys are cowards. They use they try to intimidate people.
Ben's always getting kicked off.
We're not going to be intimidated. I don't stand for everything Trump stands for, but I stand for truth, and I stand for liberty, and I stand for freedom, and I stand with the people that fought for this country to make us safe.
Yeah. Shoot, I need to go back over here. I messed up. I closed the wrong window down, didn't I? But that was another Ben video. Ben's amazing. If you guys don't watch him, he's on America's Voice News now. Or America's Voice Live, that's right. They changed their name. Let's see, where else do we have something that Ben did? I'll show you guys a little bit of Ben stuff. Was our commercial for...
The way the camera was, I was trying to lean and act like I was grabbing in the cup to grab the Twitter bits and throw them.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
Arm.
Yeah. Let's see. So I have this America at War, but that's like half hour long. I'm not going to show that tonight. Oh, here, let's watch this one. This is, you guys will love, Fox 40 got it wrong. Oh, that's a different time. This is when you went to Gavin Newsom's house. Or Gavin Newsom's, the governor's mansion, and him and, what's her name?
Well,
what the heck is
it
her name?
wasn't a true customer service snafu or a political setup. Some say there is no debate about what really happened at this restaurant.
Oh, this is at the restaurant.
They're refusing to serve us.
At La Cosecha, the harvest, a bounty of bad feeling
There's
this
Ty-Ho.
afternoon as supporters of President
my buddy
Trump's
Ty.
border security plans claimed they were denied service after walking in wearing Fund the Wall t-shirts. Video of part of what happened was quickly posted to the conservative Facebook page.
Ty-Ho's always got to get in the middle of it.
Which describes itself as a national organization to restore the USA's identity.
Right, Beer Guy?
Waiters here do not feel comfortable serving us.
The managers of La Cosecha did not want to speak about what happened on camera today, but told Fox 40 off camera that the group walked into their restaurant, camera phones rolling, and after being seated and offered water, started shouting, wrongly, that they were being denied service.
I haven't seen this video in a long time.
We are at La Cosecha in Sacramento, and they're saying they do not want to serve us because of our shirts. So,
Of course, Ty's always arguing.
they don't want to serve us.
They said the pizza was $4.
And you see the park in the back, the green in the back. That's that park. That's Cesar Chavez Park. That's where I got into one of my fights
They don't feel.
with Antifa.
I wouldn't eat here. There's no way we're eating here.
This is not the video I thought it was gonna be though. But anyways, you can tell why I don't like this video. I'll show you a better one of Ben's. I thought it was a different Ben video. Let me find the good Ben videos. 'Cause like I said, I'm not gonna chart. Here's a funny video for you guys. And you wonder, and this is gonna tell you why my scooters never last. And they didn't like my idea of a commercial. Can you believe that? I thought that was a good commercial. Tell me when you see it, Trunk.
Real life, I heard a low-key word on the street that had DeSantis and somebody else that would make me very happy.
Really?
I highly doubt it.
I mean, yes, it's not a Tulsi Gabbard, is it?
Goddamn right it is.
Really?
Somebody came in and told me that, and he's like, I don't know. And I tried to Google it. I couldn't find anything about it. But I was like, I wouldn't even need to listen to the debate. Just check. And he's like, I would too.
No, thank you. Is this a Ben video? No, that's not a Ben video. That's me. One of my videos. Ben's video. Ben's video. Ben's video. Oh, here. He really liked this video that I made for him. Oh my gosh, Olivia was so small back then. So I made this video for him.
But when I do, it's to drive to liberal stores.
Every now and then, I like to shop and pretend I'm a liberal and think, I know I could pay less for this, but it just makes me feel better than you. You know, you could spend less money going to other grocery stores, but when you come to these expensive liberal stores, it just makes you feel better than everyone else. And that's what liberalism's all about anyways, isn't it?
You know, the coolest thing about going to these stores that the left would make you believe are just totally lib havens. I always meet patriots.
You came walking up to me, ma'am. What was your name?
Patty.
Patty. And what did you say?
I said, I like your shirt and your hat.
MAGA. Yeah, MAGA.
His daughter Olivia is so cute. Yeah, I made that one for Ben. I'm looking for one of his better ones though. We got the one where we went to demand free speech. I wonder which this one is. July. There was one that we did for Ben where we got in trouble with the city council member, and he pushed Ben down the street. He pushed Ben down a street or down the steps. Do I still have it on here? I might not have it. 2nd, Mayday. That's not it. High Speed Rail, A Day of Prayer. Oh, here we go, Miguel Arias. This is when we messed with our local city council member, and he pushed Ben and a whole bunch of people off the stairs. And then he told the news that we hurt him and we did everything to him.
So we're out here at Miguel Arias' house. Got a group of our local patriots. That this is actually the address that he lists. Josh, is that correct? Where he says he says he lives here. This is in his district because his other house, which we'll be going to in just a few minutes, is not in his district. Is that correct?
That's correct. My understanding is he has this address simply for election purposes.
Well, we're going to walk across the street and see.
Somebody may be home, if not, right?
Yeah, if not, we'll find out. And Miguel Arias, just in case you're wondering, is the city council president of Fresno who has pushed to have Fresno remain closed, which is destroying the Central Valley. It's time that Fresno reopen, and it's time that Miguel Arias be held accountable. Yeah.
You're going to like this video. Yeah, sorry about the wind.
Miguel Arias is supposed to help. Okay. I know. Miguel, how you doing? Ben Bergbaum with America's Voice News. So we're here to find out if, excuse me, don't touch me. No, you're destroying.
So he slaps his phone out of his hand right there.
You're destroying businesses. Don't touch me. You're destroying businesses. You are destroying businesses and people's lives.
Then he hit Jason's phone out of his hand.
This is a Fresno City Council.
Now he just pushed Jason down the stairs.
Destroying businesses. This is what Fresno City Councilman Miguel Arias stands for.
Ben's speaking into the camera, not the mic.
You don't ever
This is Fresno City Councilman
Don't you ever
Miguel
touch me,
Arias.
buddy. You just
threw my phone down the stairs, tried to throw me down the stairs, tried to throw.
Hey, change your plan. There's 50 people. We need them here.
Slaps
his phone.
Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable.
Out of his hand.
Representative.
What
do you say to the businesses that you're destroying? What do you say to the businesses that you're destroying?
Coward!
What do you say to the businesses that you're destroying? Are you going to assault me again?
He's upset that he can't control you, Ben.
Are you going to assault me again?
Well, you just hit him again.
I'm not in your house. I'm not in
And you know what happened to him?
Are you going to assault me?
Not a damn thing.
Are you going to assault me again? Yes, please.
We had it all on video, but Fresno police wouldn't arrest him.
Do we have video of him assaulting?
Oh, well, I'm sorry, they arrested him, but they dropped the charges.
You're telling me I can't take up.
What's that?
I said, but you tell me I can't take up for my friend, and then they let him do this. But then again, I live in the dirty South, and you live in commie California.
Yep.
Unbelievable, guys. All right.
I do not know if he has weapons.
So now watch what he tells the news.
It did, get a little bit physical. Can you tell me how it escalated to that point?
Absolutely. When they knocked at my door, they actually were banging on my door.
Yeah, he's really banging, right?
I opened it and I asked them to leave. They wouldn't. Ben, who's known to be a Second Amendment, wacko in my view. So I asked them to leave. They wouldn't. So I escorted them down.
What's up, Cajun?
Don't touch me.
And one of them put their hands on me, and I responded and I shoved them back. And one of them put their hands on me, and I responded and I shoved them back.
Don't touch him. You don't have the right to touch him. Don't worry about it again. You cannot touch him. I don't care who it is.
This is the Fresno City Council.
I want to laugh there, but I'll be nice.
From the alt-right media don't have a right to come into somebody's...
What's that?
I said, that is, I may not be watching exactly what you guys are watching, but that is extremely dangerous to be shoving somebody on stairs, especially those kind of stairs. I mean, you're just asking to get your something
right
from a simple push, broken bone, a neck, concussed.
Yeah.
That's fucking dangerous, man.
Right. So, but you see how he's saying, "Oh yeah, I just escorted him down the stairs."
Yeah.
Home and threaten them and put their kids' safety at risk.
So he said we went inside, or Ben went inside, and he threatened him.
Voice News. So we're here to find out if. Excuse me. Don't touch me. No, you're destroying.
And when you have a dozen people on your staircase.
Excuse me. Don't touch me. No, you're destroying. You're destroying businesses.
You're not coming to my house.
Don't touch me. You're destroying businesses. You are destroying businesses and people's lives.
This guy that's on there right now, Corin Hoggard, we caught him one time. He's like, "Yeah, there's like 100 people here." And so what I did is I went up and I started recording him. And as I'm recording him, and I pan over and show how there's like 1,000 people behind him, I'm like, "Hey, Corin, you said there's only 1,000 or 100 people behind you? You're lying again?" And he ran. I have him on video running because I caught him in a lie on video. Corin Haggard's a douche. God damn it. There we go. Stupid tooth. I don't know. I feel like I said, we're making it a Ben night. Ben's a good dude. He's a good friend of mine. Some of the other people in that video, I can't say the same, but I just saw somebody get pushed. They're always talking shit, but they got pushed down by a city council member and almost landed on their ass.
Voice News, bringing you out to one of what I believe is the reasons why Gavin Newsom refuses to reopen the state of California and continues the lockdown. Behind me is the high-speed rail project. This is about a mile-long stretch of a project that's scheduled to go 800 miles. Originally was slated to cost around $45 billion, now $8 billion. That little stretch you see right there, $100 million down the tube. Now they're saying it more than likely will never get finished, but the reason why it's not is because of Democrats like Gavin Newsom.
What's ironic about this entire thing is the fact that Dianne Feinstein's husband was one of the first contractors awarded one of those billion-dollar contracts.
You want to know why Gavin Newsom refuses to end the lockdown? Look no further than the high-speed rail.
We're turning off the pipe that send water to farmers that grow the food that feed the world. We're wasting billions of dollars on this project.
This project, which should have never started, needs to be ended.
The irony, as they let farmland dry up in the Central Valley, Gavin Newsom's house has sprawling hills of green grass, watered and paid for by you, the taxpayers. He lives in comfort while we live under his tyrannical policies. And it will continue like this until we do something about it. It's time for California to reopen, and it's time for hypocrites like Gavin Newsom to be held accountable.
Not only is it the high-speed rail
project. So if you guys remember that time when Gavin Newsom had his officers come over and try and arrest me for flying my drone over his house, that's the footage we got from it.
But also unfunded liabilities and pensions that are destroying California.
Right, real life?
Democrat policies have led California into the ground. California is basically, for all intents and purposes, bankrupt already, before COVID ever came. But now we have Gavin Newsom extending this, and I believe it's purely to get the bailout that he thinks he's going to get from President Trump and the administration. President Trump, if you're listening, do not bail California out. I'm a California resident, and I'm asking you, don't do it. Stop wasting America's tax dollars on politicians like Gavin Newsom and Jerry Brown and the Democrats that have destroyed this state. And to the voters of California, it's time to wake up. It's time to elect people that put you first, the citizens first. This is Ben Berkwam for America's Voice News, reporting from Fresno, California.
Those are just some of the videos me and Ben made. You know, I'll show you one more. This is one of my favorite ones that I made. One last one, and I'm done making you guys watch our videos. Then we'll talk again. We'll let some people come into the chat room. Let's see. Where was it? I just saw it a second ago. Am I in the wrong dates?
Oh, just now figured out what this thing is called. It's called the World Series of Martial Arts.
The World Series. Okay, give me a second and we'll look it up.
That kind of scares me.
Kind of scares you. Why does it scare you?
My first competition is going to be the World Series of Martial Arts. I don't know. I'm just looking at the pay. Maybe it's just good branding.
Yeah, maybe. It probably is just branding. Probably is. Where the heck is it? Oh yeah, this one girl is running for president of Fresno State student body. So we found out all kinds of weird shit that she was doing. So we made a video about her. She didn't like it. And then she didn't win. Wonder why. Oh yeah, this guy was running for president too. We made a video about him, but he did win. Dang, where's that video? I just saw it a second ago. It's all your fault, bro. Or drunk. I need to move to Georgia.
How do you get me and Grob mixed up all the time?
Because now I'm doing a morning show with Gra. That's why. That's why, because we do our morning show. Here it is. Last video, I'll show you guys.
Ben Burke from American Voice News out here at the state capitol.
What's that? Oh, that's not the one I was looking for either.
So he's got long hair. I got no hair. I got a goatee. He's got a big beard. He rides a motorcycle. I don't know. I'm just fucking with you.
No, I know. It's just I go all day talking to Gra and saying Gra, and then I come in here with you. I call him Drunk Uncle in the morning, so don't worry. Here's a video I made for the Freedom Angels.
Cause I can't see you anywhere.
I know I make good videos, don't I?
You just wanna know how far we'll go, cause you know I'll stay around. So let me know where to go.
Oops, sorry, it wasn't in high definition. I gotta start all over again because it wasn't in high def. There we go. I thought it looked weird. You're going to Costa Rica, Rolls? I want to go. Great, I shouldn't have switched it to high definition, huh?
Right, if you surf up 40
What's that, Drunk?
I was saying she's going to Costa Rica, rent you a longboard, catch some of those waves.
There you go. Tell me I can't play it in high def. Let me go to 720 then. I made it in 4K. Come on, internet, you suck. You know what you do when your internet's really slow? Oh shit, you do a speed test. If you do a speed test, it'll start working.
It's like, I caught you, motherfucker.
Right, watch this. I'm gonna start doing speed. See, look, it's coming back already. Damn it, this damn video. Come on. This really is pissing me off. Alright, I'm gonna pause it for a second. Let me see what else I can delete or turn off here. Video details.
Yeah, I mean, you.
Huh?
I thought it was just me, but you've been a little stagnant, or not stagnant.
Alright, well, you know what I gotta do? I gotta cut off sharing the video with you then. You're gonna have to watch it on your side. With the delay.
I've been doing it the whole time.
Oh, you should have told me. I would have taken it off.
Oh.
Darn it. Okay, now let's try it again. There we go, at least for 720.
Cause I can't see you anywhere.
This doesn't look clean.
You just wanna know how far we'll go, cause you know I'll stay around. So let me know where to go. So let me know
it didn't add. The music is off. The sound is off. That sucks. The sound is off. Let me hit pause and see if the sound stays on. No, the sound is off. Yeah, the sound is off. That sucks. Okay, let me try and fast forward.
Amendment and our
My First Amendment.
Maybe an encoding error.
No, I got it. I fixed it. Now it's fixed. I hit it.
I am here.
I made the video. It's got to be perfect, you know?
Wanting Gavin Newsom to open up California.
I am here exercising
Everybody
my
thought I
First
was
Amendment
dating her.
right to peacefully assemble to petition the government to redress our grievances.
I was like, no, she's married.
We need to open California. We need to get small businesses back to work.
Stand up for our liberties, our First Amendment, and our constitutional right to have a free, open state.
I have a lot of friends that are out of work right now, and they can't pay their bills, and it makes me sad. I'm also here for the farmers, ranchers.
I'd say, respectfully, sir, you're wrong. You need to open California. I probably would. I would rather say something else, but that's what I would say. First of all, I probably would ask him to listen to the people that are wanting our Constitution to be upheld, and that's his first job.
If somebody doesn't feel comfortable going to the business, then they don't go. I don't think that we should have to change this new normal.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there, Megan.
You know, to comfort people with this false sense of security of taking temperatures and masks and social distancing that really has no, you know, scientific research behind it.
Yeah, he needs to just resign.
Really hope. If you listen to the song, so Gavin Newsom was hiding that day, the song says, "Where did you go? I want to find you." That's why I used the song. Yeah, I'll definitely be there, Mega. I'm not taking Donnie, though. It's too hot. Was this the best ending picture of all? Just wait till you see it, Drunk Uncle. I will be there. So Mega just brought it up, guys. I will be at this exact location where I filmed this Saturday. Starts at 11, but you know me, I'll be there at 10 o'clock. I guarantee you Antifa is going to be there. And who does Antifa always like to fuck with when I'm in Sacramento? Well, me. And there goes my fucking tooth again.
Oh, is it Newsom as the Fuhrer?
Uh-huh. Hi. There you go. Man, I can't wait till Thursday when they fix my tooth. Yeah. Gavin Newsom is the Fuhrer. He does not like me. I've been kicked out of so many of his events. It's not even funny. Not even funny. But yeah, I will be live on Saturday, folks. Is Gra in here still? Gra, you're going to like this one. So, Motorcycle Monday. Antifa declares war on Oregon motorcycle clubs. All I know is I wish I had cameras all over Oregon right now.
I haven't seen Gra tonight.
I thought I saw him for a second earlier. I don't know, maybe not. What? Can I help you, Donnie? It's only 8:10. It's not your... You got 40 minutes to your dinner time, or 50 minutes. No, but get this. Motorcycle Monday. Antifa declares war on Oregon motorcycle clubs. Gee, who do you think's going to win in that fight? Which side would you want to be on, Drunk? Hope says, well, that's not going to end well.
Oh, yeah. I thought, for some reason, I thought you said somebody was going against Indian motorcycles.
Oh, like well, sorry, my tooth is coming out some.
No, Antifa declares war on Oregon motorcycle. Okay. You have at it.
Yeah.
You go right. That's a ton of people you're dealing with.
Yeah, you're messing with the wrong people. It says, back on Saturday, July 16th, members of Antifa followed through on vows to try disrupting a group gathering at the Honky Tonk Bar in Salem, Oregon. The result of the far-left group's action is what some are predicting to be a war between them and several motorcycle clubs throughout Oregon. If that sounds to you like a confrontation which would be wise to back away from, you're not alone. Even the news is saying, Antifa, you're stupid. Oh my gosh. Dude, we watched a fight from last week. Freaking 2 girls were beating up Antifa. I need to duct tape my tooth or something. Let's see.
I've had a little bit of experience with people that are in motorcycle clubs and people that used to run around with people in motorcycle clubs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't fuck around with them.
No, not even. Oh, I heard a story about somebody. They were at a clubhouse and they picked up a phone. They had a landline. They picked up a phone.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't authorized. They ended up getting thrown down a flight of stairs for picking up a phone.
Right.
When they weren't supposed to pick up a... Woo! Do it, Antifa. Do it.
Panda Bear's right there. Panda Bear's right there.
I got faith in you.
Here's
Justin,
a little ditty.
Wheels, get your ass out there. Roll up on them.
Well, you know that's why Wills isn't around anymore, because they were threatening a biker club, and the bikers said, "We'll fuck you up if you do it again." And so now Wills, Dustin, Hot Wheels, whatever the fuck you want to call it, little cripple bastard, he's scared to death. There's Panda right there. I'm Panda Bear.
I'll tell you a little story on how serious these types of people are.
Go for it.
I used to ride a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I mean, I can go grab you my vest and show you, but there was a punk rock band that I really liked. It's called the Misfits.
Did I say you could get up here?
Well, anyway, their club, their Misfits Fiend, they call it the Fiend Club.
Mm-hmm.
Their patch looks a lot like a 3-piece rocker for the motorcycle club. You know what a 3-piece rocker is, right?
Yeah, means you're the top, you're a 1%er.
Oh, you're locked up.
Says I'm locked up where?
Huh?
Where? What are you talking about? I'm locked up. Where? So I can fix it.
Well, okay, you pixeled out. Do you know what a 3-piece rocker is?
Yeah, it's a 1%er.
Well, no, it's just a cut. I mean, it's just a cut on your vest. So
yeah, but you're a 1%er normally.
Something that says something. Yeah, you have something that says something up top. Then you've got your center end, and then you have something that says something at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd gotten my motorcycle, and I got the Crimson Ghost for the center, and I wanted to have across the top that said the Misfits, and then on the bottom say Fiend Club.
Uh-huh.
And I was living in an apartment building, and the maintenance guy, he helped me work on my motorcycle. I know I'm drawing this out, but it's a good story.
You're Southern. You draw every story out. I'm used to it now.
He used to run around with the motorcycle club, the Banditos.
That's why I'm getting out my chips and salsa, because I know I got plenty of time to eat, because you're going to have a long story.
Yeah. He used to run with the Banditos. He was an associate or an affiliate or whatever. And he said, don't do that. He's like, you've got to talk to the local MC before you do anything about a 2-piece or a 3-piece, especially a 3-piece. I was like, all right, I just put it on the back burner. I moved from the beach back to where I'm from. I thought more about it, and I was like, I want to look into it. So I reached out to the Outlaw. The Outlaws run my area currently.
Okay.
Well, have for a long time. And I reached out and I presented what I wanted to do, and they asked me, and they were like, "Are you trying to start a new club?" And I was like, "No, absolutely not. This is just a band that I really like, and their club membership happens to look a lot like a motorcycle patch, and this is what I would like to do." And they're like, "All right, well, do you want to come to church and talk to us about it?"
Mm-hmm.
You know what church is?
Yes, I do. That's their meeting.
Okay.
I watched Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. So I was DJing at the time. I couldn't get to church. And so I just kind of like forgot about it. I was like, all right, whatever. But for the next like month, it was weird. Like I did a venue. I did a DJ gig like out of the blue. Maybe it was set up. I don't even know. Out of the blue, they said the band canceled. We need you. And I was like, well, I'm free today. Whatever, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like loading up, and like 2 or 3 of them rolled into the parking lot. And I was like, hey, I knew one of them. I went to school with one of them. I was like, hey, how you doing? What are you doing? And they're like, just riding. And I was like, well, I just finished up. You guys want to come in for a drink or something? They're like, nah, we're just riding through. And I was like, you just rode through the parking lot of a place that I just happened to be loading my stuff, and you're pulling in like you want to be here, but now you want to leave? I'm like, of course I didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
Filling up gas. As soon as I like get back up on the road to head towards my house, I've got people. I'm starting to get paranoid. Like, what the fuck? I have to go through all this just to even inquire about getting some shit put on my vest? Those are some serious dudes. And this was just, they followed me for a month just because I literally asked about putting something on my vest while I rode my motorcycle.
Well, at least you have protection around you all the time. Sort of. You know what I mean? Yeah. You had backup.
But it just made me realize, because then I started talking to other people, and they're like, well, yeah, if they give you permission to put the Misfits and Fiend Club, even though you're not claiming territory, supposedly that bottom rocker is like crucial. Like if you put Fresno or something like that, and you don't get clearance, they're gonna, if you're in Fresno and they don't know who you are, you're gonna get pulled over. You know what I mean? And taking your jacket is gonna be the least of your worries.
Mm-hmm.
And they started telling me about what's gonna happen once I get out of my county. And I was like, oh, you go one county down, that's run by the Hells Angels. You're gonna have to explain to them how you got the clearance to do that. And I was like, not interested.
Yeah. Right.
And talking about Antifa wanting to start a little war with them. Do it. Please do it.
Oh, it'll make for some great video, right?
Yes.
I'm sure only Mr. Bill and Andy will be there. Portland Andy will be there. All right. Well, fuck Antifa. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where are you?
Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa!
Damn, D, I still can't see D. Son of a bitch.
Sneaky Pete, that was probably a decade ago whenever I was looking into that.
Yeah.
Probably a little over a decade ago. And when
it's funny because he's fat.
Time goes by way too fast.
Right?
Way too fast.
All right. She's in prison for raping 2 teen boys, and she's in videos on TikTok. How the hell are you in jail for prison for raping 2 boys? And you're in jail making TikTok videos. How the fuck does that happen? There are TikTok videos from a formerly incarcerated person who answers about what life was like behind. See, look at that. The news gets you. They say she's in prison for raping 2 2 kids, and she's in. No, she's not. She's out of jail. You stupid liars. You stupid liars. I'm not even going to read the damn article because they lied. I hate people that lie to me, right? It's like those video games. Does anybody play? I don't think you do, Drunk, but like, you know, you have Candy Crush or something on your phone, you know, and you're playing this game. Like right now, I'm playing this game called Mob Boss or some shit like that, right? Good night, beer guy. And a commercial pops up, and you're like, hey, that looks like a cool game. And then you go to play it, and the game is not even like what they showed you on there. They just snookered you in. It's all BS. So, this is funny. Just reading the title. San Francisco restaurant owner frustrated after city fines him because of the constant graffiti on his business. Maybe you guys should put the people in jail for putting graffiti up on his business. So Viet Nguyen, owner of soon-to-open Guy Viet Kitchen in Inner Sunset, which is an expensive... Well, San Francisco is all expensive. But Inner Sunset is over in the avenues by the beach. Told NBC... Huh? What's that?
Half-baked. Down by the beach.
Oh, yeah. He is tired of his restaurant being targeted by vandals and repeatedly having to paint over graffiti. The latest tagging of his restaurant also came with a violation notice from the San Francisco Department of Public Works, which told him to clean up the graffiti in 30 days or face a $362 fine. So wait a minute. So the cops aren't doing their jobs because the city council makes it so they can't. And nothing bad about the cops. I'm just saying this. You know, the city is making it so that they can't do their own fucking jobs. And when they arrest people, they get right back out of jail or not even arrested. And they tag up his wall, but he's got to pay a fine for it. What kind of bullshit is that?
California knows how to fuck ya.
California definitely knows how to fuck ya.
Knows how to fuck ya.
So
you
here
do a remake of Tupac and Dre.
We should, we need to talk to Mr. Nice Guy. That's what we got to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we should do.
But he don't use cuss words though. Knows how to screw ya.
No, yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't really use cuss words, does he? Yeah. Oh, speaking of the January 6th committee, I got a call from one of my good friends today, and she just did an interview with a rather large network, or I don't know, it's a radio. I'm not even sure what it is, to be honest with you. But she said this lady asked if she would get in contact with me because they want to do an interview with me. So I might be on some national show. I don't know when. I don't know how. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And I told her...
It'll be boring.
It'll be boring?
On PBS or PBS public. Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't be. No, I told my friend, I'm like, well, I'm not really supposed. The lawyers said not to do any interviews. The only interview I've been approved for to do right now is Gavin McGinnis. But we don't. That's he wants me to do that interview. So we might do one on Get Off My Lawn. I don't know. Something just going in the works. But so I told her that, and she's like, oh no, don't worry, this is a conservative person, don't worry, Eddie. I'm like, okay, I trust you, so if they ask me, I'm gonna say yeah, because they're conservative. And she said, I trust my friend. So
what if it's Liz Cheney?
No, she wouldn't put me on Liz Cheney show. My friend would not do that to me. No. I'm not saying my friend Oreo Express did this. No, I'm saying a good friend of mine, not Oreo Express. I know, right, Hope? I got the game. Oh, by the way, I got my soundboard back, Drunk Uncle.
Yeah, I know. I could tell because, well, not only did you tell me, but soundboard or Roadcaster?
It's the Roadcaster.
Yeah, because whenever you play videos, I can actually hear what's going on instead of just...
I fixed it. But they sent me. I think they sent me a brand new one because it came in a brand new box. They put the plastic on the glass. The last time they repaired it, they didn't do none of that shit. So I think they just said F it and sent me a brand new one.
Yeah, they're just like, nah.
And you know what? They haven't charged my credit card. Last time they charged my credit card before they shipped it back. So maybe they just considered it a warranty piece and gave it back to me. Maybe they're being nice. Uh-oh, here goes. Hey, Richard Hurst, you know what? I was supposed to text you today. Drunk Uncle wants to know if you can help him purchase a autographed UFC fight poster. Not that hasn't happened yet. He wants to buy one from the
Yeah, like how do you do that? Like, I know that I've seen, posters that are signed, but I've never wanted a poster more than Hamzat and Diaz, and to get them both signed. And I'm not asking you to do that for me. I'm saying, how do you go about, like, since you live in Vegas and you're used to these things, is there something that happens like the week before where they have where you can, say we take the poster to 2 different locations to, like, how does that work? How do these things get signed, dude? I'm willing to do, whatever, I'll fly out there and not spend any money and just be there to get the signatures. How does that work? If you know. Did that make sense at all?
I think you did. He knows what you're talking about. Richard used to be a taxi cab driver. He knows exactly what you want. You tell him I'm looking for a good time, Richard. He'll be like, oh, let me take you to this street right here. You say, hey, Richard, I'm looking to have a really good time, and he'll be like, oh yeah, I know a corner to take you to. Yeah.
Yeah. So Richard, Nate Diaz, and Hamzat Chimaev are scheduled to fight September 10th, I believe, in Vegas. And what I want is a full-size poster and have both of them sign it. Can you guide me of the process of who I need to talk to or where I need to go to make these things happen?
Are you reading this comment right now?
Yeah. Like, I'm a big fan, never go to the fight week. I can ask my friend Alfie, who trained with
Chuck Liddell,
Chuck Liddell, I assume, and text Dana from time to time. Awesome. I'm willing to do whatever. You know what I mean?
Shit, if you have a friend that knows Dana White's number, tell him me and fucking for $1 million I'll fight fucking Dustin Wills on a pay-per-view. Fucking cripple fight. If you know Dana White's number, you get a cripple fight for me between me and Wills. Come on, Wills. I'll even fight you with one hand tied behind my back. No, I won't. What the fuck am I talking about?
My coach's wife told me tonight that she heard rumors within the bare knuckle boxing that Nate Diaz was wanting to do bare knuckle boxing.
Oh wow!
And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, first off, when do they call off bare knuckle boxing? Because Nate Diaz will bleed if you sneeze on him the wrong way with all that scar tissue he's got. Mm-hmm. She's like, they rarely call off bare knuckle boxing due to blood. I was like, okay, well, it makes a little bit more sense, but dude, I guess a lot of people at my gym are into this bare knuckle boxing. They don't even pay attention to UFC.
Oh my gosh, you want to see the best bare knuckle boxing ever? You watch this show called Every Which Way But Loose. It's an old movie with Clint Eastwood.
I gotcha. I like watching the bare knuckle boxing, and you see the movie Snatch when what's his name? Brad Pitt plays a gypsy. He bare knuckle boxes that Golden Gloves guy. Beats it. One hit, just pow! Night night.
So I'm gonna make this video really small so YouTube doesn't fuck with us. I'm not gonna play the sound. Okay.
I guess not, Andy. It's televised.
But here, you watch this. It'll show up on your screen in a few minutes. Here's the fight. I gotta go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Watch out, Donnie. Move, monster. Come on, go.
That's cool.
Is this not some badass freaking bare knuckle fucking boxing or what?
I couldn't hear the audio coming through with this one. I didn't know.
Because I turned it off so we don't get in trouble. It's on YouTube.
Oh, smart move, smart move.
Yeah, that's why I made it so small.
I was just trying to read what Richard said. I guess he passed by a jiu-jitsu place. And people look like they were, let's see, what it looked like, wrapped up with each other like two spiders. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
But anyway, so the Clint Eastwood character, Philo Beto, I don't know if this is Every Which Way But Loose or Every Which Way You Can, but speaking of Antifa taking on a motorcycle club, he does take on a motorcycle club. And he wins. Yeah, Philo Beto is, if you're just watch Every Which Way But Loose, it's a badass fucking Clint Eastwood movie where he just don't take shit from nobody. And he's got an orangutan that also punches people.
Always wanted a pet monkey.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. On roller skates, they can get me beer.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great movie though, guys. If you can go watch it's if it's on Netflix or wherever you watch stuff, look up Every Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way You Can. They're both good movies. Clint Eastwood, he's a Republican and a good dude. Let's see, we got a couple more news things left. And then we'll open up the door so Hope can come in. After testimony that agents feared for their lives, Ron Johnson says the January 6th committee is not getting to the truth. I wonder which way this is going to go, because this is Yahoo News. Yahoo is, good night, Hope, then. Yahoo News is normally left-wing. Republican U.S. Senator Ron Johnson said Friday that the committee investigating the January 6th Capitol insurrection, and it's not an insurrection, is engaging in a highly partisan exercise, and added it's not really getting to the truth of the matter. Their comments come as the committee's first set of 8 public hearings ended Thursday night. Right turn, Clyde, yep. That's what he used to tell the monkey, and the monkey would put his right fist out the window and punch people. So it says, they're not asking from my standpoint the most important question: why was the breach allowed to occur? Why were all the warnings? Why did they all go unheeded? Where was the security? What did Nancy Pelosi know? What did Chuck Schumer know? Why didn't they provide proper security when they knew there were going to be thousands of people protesting and coming to the Capitol? More like at least 100,000 people, I would say. But yeah, they're saying we're not hearing the whole truth. And I keep telling you guys that. Every time they say, we're going to tell you a story. We're going to tell you the story of January 6th. Yeah, the key word there is story. They're lying to you. They're making their own story. It says, attacking the January 6th committee and the truth. Dang, this is a small it's just a paragraph. John Dickerson says the former president's supporters who have engaged in diversion, distraction, and lying about witnesses at the January 6th committee hearings demonstrated that they're okay with Donald Trump's failure to protect the nation. Of course, that's CBS News. Polis Agnes panel. What kind of panel did she do? Did she do a drug panel? What kind of panel did she do? I'm done with all that stuff over there. All right, so 3 men arrested for white supremacist rally. Have you heard about this, Drunk? I didn't know there was a white supremacist rally.
Why would we know?
Right? Because there probably wasn't one. It says 3 men were arrested at a rally in Boston that the district attorney called organized white supremacist action. I bet you that district attorney is freaking liberal.
Well, it is Boston. There's one stereotype that's...
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. And hold on. Andy just freaking made me realize that I still had the screen wrong. So, thank you, Andy. Thank you, buddy. My bad. Now, what were you saying again, Drunk? I'm sorry. I was trying to fix the screen.
One place that I would not be surprised if white supremacists were at would be in Boston.
Why would you say Boston?
I mean, that's just a stereotype that I've heard.
That there's a lot of white supremacists in Boston?
Well, just a whole lot of white people that I guess aren't used to... I don't know. But, you know, you watch The Departed, and I remember there was a guy, Leonardo DiCaprio was running with this one guy, and he running with a black guy, and he's like, "You're a black guy in Boston. You got enough, you got more on your shoulders and blah, 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 blah."
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
And then I remember seeing an SNL skit where it's like all these white supremacists are like together, they're having a meeting, and there's this new guy, and he said, "Oh, I'm from up north." And they're like, "Oh my God." And he said, "Don't worry, I'm from Boston." And they're like, "Oh, okay." So I've just heard like over the years that I guess Boston is,
racist.
Kind of a racist area.
Okay, I got you. Oh, shit. I went to Costco today, and I just realized I left my brand new rotisserie chicken sitting in my truck. Rut-row.
Already cooked?
Yeah, it's already cooked. It's probably cooked even more now, though, because it was 100 degrees here today, so think about that. It's probably like 200 degrees in my truck.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Well, fuck. Good thing it was only $4.99, but you know what? I'm still going to eat that bitch. So if you hear me complaining about diarrhea tomorrow, you now know why. Yeah. Anyways, 3 men were...
Just upset stomach for a day or so.
Right? As long as the food was good, it was worth it.
Yeah.
3 men were arrested at a rally in Boston that the district attorney called organized white supremacists. The Boston Police Department said 3 were disturbing a neighborhood of color in Jamaican Plain. The 3 were alleged to be members of a white nationalist group known as the NSC 131 or the National Social Club. Okay, that name, I think I've heard that name before. Aren't they pretty fucking racist? Let's look them up real quick. The Nationalist Social Club. I'm trying to think of what
That's not like the Nazis.
Is that what I'm trying to figure out what news station I can actually trust to give me the real story about them. You go to Wikipedia, it's gonna lie, I bet.
Because weren't the Nazis a Nationalist Socialist Workers Party?
Beats the hell out of me. I'm not.
I'm pretty sure the Nazis were the Nationalist Socialist Workers Party.
Okay, well this
and
is
Colorado tells us. I know he's a smart guy.
I'm trying to just look up pictures of them, so maybe we can see them wearing a certain shirt or something like that, or looking at their logos. Here we go. Well, they're all... This picture doesn't help them. They're all raising... Yeah, yeah, they might be racist. Tell me when you see it. says anti-communist something, but look what they're doing. They're doing the Sig Heil. They're doing
most fascists are like into communism. They just get rid of the opposition.
Hey, good night, Rolls. You know what?
They're just confused.
Text me before you go to bed. They're just what?
Confused, stupid people.
Oh, okay.
I just don't. I really don't understand racist. I really don't. Like, I mean, you might have something to deal with most of the types that you run into, this side or the other, but
yeah,
it's more cultural, and you know, just the environment that you're brought up in. But I mean, race is nothing but how long we've been exposed to the sun. You know, basically, me and you were probably from Europe. It's fucking cold and rainy in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we're going to be pale. People from Africa, it's hot. Let's be darker. It's just all exposure to the sun. It's chilliness.
Yeah.
And not to mention, I don't want to, you know, categorize people into like types of animals by any means, but you know, when you have a purebred dog, it's got to go to the vet all the time. It's going to die young and shit like that. You have a mutt that's like...
Don't say that about Donnie.
Well, we know what you're getting. You know what you're getting into when you have a purebred dog.
No,
you know.
I know.
You do know, yeah. And like I got Bubba. I don't even know what he is. The motherfucker barely has to go to the vet. He's 12 years old. And has the energy of a damn puppy.
Not this bitch right here. You see this little bitch right here, Panda? This bitch has cost me so much money. You know why? Because she likes to get food aggressive.
Yeah. But the more you intermingle, the more you intermingle with different cultures and procreate with them, our health is going to get better. Our lifespan is going to get better. Our health. It's all just, but I mean, well, that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm just rambling, but
yeah. Well, this bitch though, no, she likes to start fights, and she starts fights with Brownie, and Brownie kicks her ass, right? But then as Brownie's kicking her ass, Brownie's best friend, who's Pitbull, who's my Pitbull named Sugar, who unfortunately is no longer with us. But then Sugar would be like, "Why you fucking with my best friend?" And then she'd go bite Panda. Every fucking time, it would cost me like $1,200 at the vet. Every time. And you know what? You know why it all started? Because I know that when you feed the dogs, you stand out there and watch them. But anytime I was sick and somebody that I was married to that didn't want to feed the dogs would not stand out there and watch them eat. And so they'd get in a fight every single time I was sick. I couldn't get out of bed. I'd have to fuck, I got to feed the dogs. Otherwise, she's not going to watch them right. Sorry. I went on a little rant, little tangent there. But I love Panda Bear, huh, mamas? Yes. I wouldn't have anything less than you and your brother and sister here. All right, Mississippi restaurant. And a Memphis business owner, Matt Bledsoe, convicted of 5 charges related to January 6th. Let's see. He's from Memphis, Tennessee, and he scaled a wall outside the U.S. Capitol, has been convicted of 5 charges connected to the raid on January 6th. Well, if you're scaling up a wall, you really can't say the cops opened the door for you, huh? 38 of Olive Branch, Mississippi, was found guilty Thursday of 1 felony, obstruction of an official proceeding, and 4 misdemeanors. Federal prosecutors said Bledsoe was one of the scores of people who forced their way into the Capitol as Congress met to certify the election. He faces up to 20 years in prison. Holy shit. 20 years, wow. But you don't see any Antifa in jail, do you? You don't see any fucking Antifa in there. Did I say fuck Antifa tonight?
It's funny because he's fat.
Oops, that's the wrong button.
Who built?
I like that one
Who
too.
built the cages, Joe?
There it is.
Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa!
All right, guys. So this one we're going to talk about here for a minute, and I want to ask your opinion. I want you just tell me if you think this is correct or not. So The Hill says nearly 1 in 3 Americans say it may soon be necessary to take up arms against the government. They say a majority of Americans say the U.S. government is corrupt, and almost a third say it may soon be necessary to take up arms against it, according to a new poll from the University of Chicago's Institute of Politics. 2/3 of Republicans and independents say the government is corrupt and rigged against everybody, everyday people like me. According to the poll, compared to 51% of liberal voters. 28% of all voters, including 37% of gun owners, agreed it may be necessary at some point soon for citizens to take up arms against the government. What do you guys think about that? What do you think? What do you think, Drunk?
Sorry, I zoned out. They're talking to me about trying to convince me into this tournament. So what? Give me the basic premise. I'll give you an answer.
Did my chat stop working? I'm not seeing any chat right now. So they're saying that 1/3 of Americans say it may soon be necessary to take up arms against our own government.
Oh, incoming civil war?
Yeah. That's exactly what they're saying.
I don't think it's going to come to arms. Hopefully it'll be a peaceful divorce, for the time being until you go after the people that don't have any arms, which is more reason why you need to get the hell out of the place that you're at.
See, I'm not getting the chat in my thing, so I was wondering why I wasn't seeing any chat at all. I'm not seeing any chat for a while. But yeah, it's definitely going to come. It's going to come. I think it's going to come to weapons. I really do. If a Republican doesn't win this next election, no matter who's running, it's going to be messed up. There's going to be some shit going down. That's just my opinion. That's what I think is going to happen.
Okay, so I've got people in my class trying to talk me into doing this competition. You tell me what your interpretation of this is.
Okay, wait,
Eddie.
what was it called? The World Series of what?
World Series of Martial Arts or something like that. Okay, so I didn't find out until we were changing after class. We're back there changing. Coach isn't there.
Where is this at? Where is this at? Is it in Atlanta?
I think it's in, I thought they said Charlotte. October 9th or something.
Let me see. Let me type in Charlotte.
I know they got a gold logo. Looks all cool and stuff. Looks like a coin.
Yeah, I found it. Let's see.
Okay. So anyway, this is a scenario.
Is it going to be under jiu-jitsu?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be doing the jiu-jitsu. Well, anyway, they're asking me about it in the changing room. Blah, 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 blah. I said, I'm not really interested in doing that until coach gives me the tap and says that I'm ready. And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, I'm not going to ask to enter a competition unless coach says I'm ready. And they're like, okay. And then we continue to talk about it. And then coach walks in. And then I can't remember what I said, but we're still talking about it. Coach said, I don't mind if you join.
Well, it's October 8th.
To me, that's totally different than saying, he didn't say, like, I'm going to train you. We're going to get you ready. You're ready for this. He said, he basically said, I don't mind if you sign up. And they're saying, he told you that you're ready. I was like, So maybe I'll get a text from him to say, bro, you're ready. But I really don't think so, because he said that they start off on the feet. Like after this had all happened, I spoke to him outside.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, you're going to have to start off on your feet. And I was like, I've done that once. So
I got you.
If
Interesting. Well, it's October 8th. If you do it, I'll drive all the way across there.
But would you take that, him saying, I don't mind if you sign up, and then me asking him later on, like, do we have to start off on the feet? Does that sound like somebody that's ready? I mean, come on now. I mean, I know jiu-jitsu goes to the ground pretty quick, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't
like,
know the sport.
What I've got, like August, September. I got 2.5 months.
Yeah, well, it's up to you. I don't know the sport well enough to answer that. I really don't.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, he's been doing jiu-jitsu for, I think, 10, 12 years now.
Oh, wow.
He knows what these things are about. So that's what I'm looking for, you know, kind of a concrete answer from him. Be like, yeah, you got this.
Yeah, just so you know, guys, I can't see the chat from you guys. It's not showing it to me.
Bob and weave. Not really a lot of bobbing and weaving.
Oh, that's what I can do. I can open up the chat room now, or the Discord chat. Hope already left, though. So she wants to
Bob and weave in jiu-jitsu, you get caught in the guillotine.
So it's no longer private, so if you guys want to jump on into Discord. If you want to chat with the one and only Drunk Uncle, press 1. If you want to chat with EddieBlockFilms, the big deal, press 9. I was going to do 69. I was like, nah. Yeah, come on in. Normally we get people coming in and talking to us. You want to ask us a question? You know what? I can actually call people now again because I have my Roadcaster back. We can put people on the phone. Hold on, let me look up. Let me see if they still have this phone number here. Let's see.
I think I got more.
I wonder if they still have this phone. Let's see. I don't know. Oh well, I can't find it. Who can we call? I can test out my phone. Let's call it PG&E. PGE5123. Let's see if it works. Because I connected it. Oh, wait.
Thank you for calling Pacific Gas and Electric
it works.
Company.
Can you hear it?
Para servicio en español, marque 9.
Can you hear it?
For emergency or hazardous situations that pose immediate danger to the public or property,
it works.
Please hang up and dial 911. To report down power lines, items in the power lines,
there we go. Well, we know my phone works again, so now we can even have callers call in on the phone. Shit, we can do prank calls now. Remember when we were kids and doing prank calls? You know, your fridge, hey, is your fridge still running? Yeah, it's running down the street or whatever, however it goes. We'd be like what do you call those guys? The Jerky Boys. You remember the Jerky Boys?
Oh, they were hilarious.
Right?
Oh my God.
Jerky Boys were crazy.
Some of the, like, most of the Crank Yankers overrides a lot of the Jerky Boys, but I remember listening to the Jerky Boys whenever was it the late 90s when they were doing that?
Something like that. Hold on, let me back this up. Let's see. I'm trying to find one that the radio station that I'm from did. Wild 94.9 newspaper prank call. It is freaking hilarious if they have it. Let me see. It's got to be this one. Yeah, this is it, I think. Yeah, this is it.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Who is it?
Hey, turn the fucking TV down.
My friend did this one.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, it's your neighbor.
My neighbor?
Your neighbor, you dumb
This is the neighbor?
Yeah, your neighbor, the paper you've been stealing. My paper.
Your paper?
Yes, my newspaper every morning that comes to my house and you come over and take it and bring it to your house?
Your paper?
It's 50 cents every day and I pay for the goddamn paper.
I take your paper?
Really, Galaxy?
you take
You
my
need to call
paper?
your city council
Why?
member.
I don't know why. That's why I'm calling you. I'm trying to find out why the hell you do something like that.
Why you know that? Why you know I take it?
Yeah, I know you take it. You want me to kick your ass?
Why you know I take it?
Yeah, you stop taking my paper, otherwise I'm gonna kick some ass.
Oh!
I want you to go get the paper right now and read it to me, because I don't know what the hell's going on in the world, because I don't have a frickin' paper.
Motherfucker, shit, bitch!
Hey, you don't talk to me like that.
What's that, guy? You want a turbo, right?
What?
You want a turbo, right?
You want some trouble?
You want a turbo.
If you want trouble, I got trouble right here waiting for you. You bring my fucking paper home now, and then you'll see trouble. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You wrap that fucking paper up back the way it was, and you get it right outside right now. And you know what? I'll meet you right in between our yards, and we're gonna throw some shit down.
But wait, he calls him back.
Hello?
What are you calling?
Why are you trying to change your voice?
What are you calling?
I know who this is. I would just want to get my newspaper back on a regular basis, all right?
You want a newspaper?
Yeah, I want my newspaper back.
Yeah, just come in my house,
And
okay?
I'm tired of playing with you. You don't want me in your house, because I'll tear that thing apart.
Police, come in my house now!
You want me to come?
Voice. He would have to call every Friday. I think they called it Rumble in the Bronx. And every Friday, he would have to call somebody in the New York Bronx, you know, pick a phone number out of the phone book and call somebody from the New York Bronx to start a fight with them.
At first it sounded like the guy was Spanish, and then at the end it sounded like he was Asian.
Yeah. At first I thought it was Asian at first and then Indian, but then they're both Asian, right? If you're from India, that you're still an Asian.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I gotcha. But I mean,
that was very. Like, oh, that sounds Asian, but at first I thought he was a Spanish guy.
Yeah, I just let the part. Well, okay, I just wait for you.
But then again, I did eat.
Yeah.
And THC and smoke and drink.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
ate an edible. I'm feeling real good. Yeah, if you guys like those guys, that's they're called the Doghouse. They were on Wild 94.9. They got fired for making fun of Gavin Newsom, and because Gavin Newsom was mayor, and then they moved to New York. And they got fired in New York for doing one of these prank calls and calling a Chinese restaurant and saying some bad stuff. You know, they were just doing their show. But Wild 94.9 The Doghouse, you look them up. Elvis and them are pretty good. Let me see something else. Let's do Wild 94.9. I wonder if they have one for Elvis. Elvis was always pretty good. See, yeah, if you type in Doghouse prank house calls, but let's do Elvis, the Doghouse. Elvis was really good at calling and pranking people.
Richard Hurts, I copied and pasted and put in what you put. Is it from King of the Streets from 5 months ago?
Maybe.
If that's what you mean, then I got it put in a tab. I'll definitely check it out after the stream.
Here, let me turn on the Google Chrome so everybody can see this. This is what the Doghouse used to do. And I just saw Hanky. Hanky, he's a mentally disabled kid that we had on the show that we totally fucked with.
Come on, Hank, it's over. Come on, hurry up. We gotta go to commercial. Just tell him. Just tell him, Hank. It's okay.
Contest is over?
Contest is over.
Who won?
I don't know who won.
Who won the
All right, Hank, just tell me. What's the info that you got? Be honest. Just be honest. Me and your boys. I know you're not supposed to tell, but go ahead and just tell me. I promise I will not tell nobody. Okay? I promise. Hank, how many times have I promised before? A lot of times, okay? So tell me, what's the info that you got? Just be honest. Just tell me the info, Hank.
Oh, no.
He lives in Oakland and loves the freaking A's, but he wears a Clippers.
What is it that I'm talking about? Because they told me something, but I want to make sure it's the right thing. But why don't you go ahead and tell me what the info is?
He lives in Oakland. He's an Oakland A's fan. He's got to be a freaking...
Do you have any info? You have no info.
No.
Are you lying to me?
The Warriors, the Golden State Warriors.
You hate the morning show?
I mean the Maury show.
Oh, I'm going to tell him, Hank, now if you don't tell me what the info that you have that they told you, I'm going to go tell him that you said that.
The Maury show.
Maybe like Underdog.
Do you want me to go tell them?
No.
Okay, then tell me.
This was from like
Hank,
2003, though.
Tell me what the info you have.
Is the doghouse going to another?
Hank, answer the question.
It's a doghouse.
Answer the question, Hank.
It's a doghouse.
Okay, Hank, I'm gonna go over there and tell him. You want me to go tell him?
No.
And then I'm gonna tell Michael. So you better tell me.
It's a doghouse.
Hank, tell me. What is it, the info that they told you?
They were going to another market.
Are you sure? Or are you making this up?
I'm not making it up.
Promise?
Oh, this wasn't. They didn't even do this. This wasn't the doghouse.
What are you doing, dude? Nothing.
Did you tell D-Rock what I told you?
Oh, well, that is Hollywood.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know.
He's the guy that you just heard on the prank call.
Yeah, I asked you not to tell anybody. That's the only thing.
I know.
Like now?
That wasn't very funny. I thought it was gonna be. There's some funny stuff. Get the show video.
And if it's the almond, you can do it with your hand and
I got area. Oh, they have. Okay, you'll like this. This has got some fun. I'm boring, Richard. Oh man.
Another classic doghouse bit on Wild 94.9. Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Is Elizabeth Tash in there?
Yes.
Hello,
I'm
ma'am.
speaking.
How are you? This is Elvis and JV from San Francisco.
Well, nuts to you.
Oh, nuts to you, too. Hey, watch it now. Yeah. So, the Nut Museum. How long you been curator of the Nut Museum?
24 years.
You've seen a lot of nuts, haven't you?
I sure have.
What color are your nuts?
Depends
on the weather, I bet. What kind of
brown.
nuts?
Oh, shit, I forgot.
By the way, have a heart design, so I say nuts have a heart.
Mine are you just droopy? Mine are droopy, yeah, it depends on the weather, like you said.
I call nuts fresh tokens of primeval existence. And that definition subtly refers to the nuts that grow on the trees
Yes, my
and
nuts
the
are
two-legged
subtle
ones.
and yet soft. And how much have you ever paid to get a nut?
I've never paid for a nut.
Oh.
I would say that visitors are my supreme
I've paid for a nut a couple times.
and friends have been instrumental
Friends, oh, that's a free nut.
bringing nuts.
Sure. Right. What's the best way to bust a nut?
Well, it depends very much on the nut. A hammer is about the best way, and if it's the almond, you can do it with your hand and
I got hairy almonds.
And walnuts. There are a lot of nuts growing in California.
I know. Trust me, we hear from them every day.
And I guess you love nuts, otherwise you wouldn't be calling the nut museum.
You know what? I like them on my chin.
On your what?
My chin.
Chin?
Yeah, when I eat nuts.
By the way, we have two varieties of the Brazil nut. They're seeds of the
Let's get the hell out of here. She's just going to keep boring the hell out of me. Let's go.
And hello.
Wild 94.9 is bringing you the best of the doghouse. There's a world of entertainment out there where laugh tracks don't exist. Where there's enough.
I'm gonna let people guess for a day or two. And then by the end of the week, I want to do an interview and play his music, and he deserves it. This guy is hot.
Straight flow, roll down the block of Fontaine. And I want girls.
They're still playing music. But so these guys, they did some really, really crazy stuff. Like, so they gave away a Cadillac Escalade, and this was like 2002, you know, when everybody wanted an Escalade. And so they had a contest for just people to try and get in to win the show. Not even win the car, but just stuff that people would do just to get in the competition. And this one girl, she got the doghouse tattooed on her, so she got an entry into the contest. Another guy drank everybody's urine. That's how bad these people what the stuff that these people would do just to win a car. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Then they did. They put Snickers and Baby Ruths in the toilet because they locked. What they did is they locked everybody in the bathroom at the radio station. This little tiny bathroom, and they had the last person to leave the bathroom, or the last person to stop touching the toilet wins. So you had to keep your hand, like, you know, had to put your hand on the car to win certain cars way back when. They had it to where you had to keep your hand on the toilet to win the Escalade. Then, like, I think the final straw was they took out, like I said, Snickers bars and Baby Ruths and dropped them in the toilet, and they made the people go bobbing for it. I think that's how the person won. And no, it was not the person that drank the pee. Anyways, I think it's time to get going. It's 9 o'clock here. It's midnight over there. Richard Hertz, I think you left, but if you didn't, if you can help Drunk Uncle find himself a poster autographed by at least Nate Diaz.
Either way, I don't.
Or Hamzat.
I'll travel. I'll travel if it can be set up and you tell me where to go, where to be.
He'll do it.
You know, got that inside information. I definitely am.
Let's think of it this way. Have you ever seen that movie, Menace to Society? Do you remember what the guy says? I will do this for a dime of meth or whatever he was selling. That's Drunk Uncle right now. That's Drunk Uncle.
But just money. I think I know where you're going with that.
Come on, that was funny. No, Drunk Uncle will be your maid for a month. You know, let's get in. Forget money. Let's make it interesting.
Oh, well, yeah, maid. Yeah, okay. Yeah, nothing sexual.
But it's Richard Hertz. You know he's going to want something sexual. It's Richard Hertz.
Well, that's why I prefaced that.
Anybody else, he wouldn't have had to. Was it? No, it wasn't New Jack City. New Jack City was where they stole. Where it was the car thieves. I'm talking about Menace to Society, where the guy had like a 1987 freaking Mustang, and he rolled up on this other guy who had some Dayton rims on his 1987 Mustang at the it wasn't McDonald's but something, and he's like, freeze, motherfucker. He's like, I want your I'm getting your Dayton's. He's like, and I want a quarter burger with cheese. And so the guy's like, yeah, can I get a quarter burger with cheese? Or a quarter burger? He said, I said with cheese, motherfucker. And so then he steals the Dayton's. That was Menace to Society, wasn't it? It's not Boys in the Hood for sure. So it had to be Menace to Society. I used to watch all those movies when I was a kid.
I tell you though, if I do get to do it in person, not only would I get that autograph, I'll get a viral moment.
Are you gonna smack him?
No, I want him to smack me.
He wouldn't do it. Do you think he'd do it?
If I'll give me the papers, I'll sign whatever the fuck. I'm gonna video. Stockton slap me. You can do it light. You can do it hard. I don't give a fuck.
What if he turned around and said, I won't slap you with my fist, but I'll slap you with my dick? What would you say?
I'm like, you're not gonna pull your dick out in public. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I would.
You right.
But what if he did? What if he said that? You know he wouldn't, but just to be funny.
Then that's what I would say. You ain't gonna pull your dick out in public. And he would say, you right.
I have. No, yeah, I'm not thinking again. Oh, I got you. I got what you're thinking of, Sneaky Pete. No, I was thinking of Menace to Society when he walks up the alley and the dude's like, man, I'll suck your dick for a little bag or whatever it was.
These cheeseburgers, man.
Yeah, I got these 2 cheeseburgers. It was the Chris. His name was Chris. That was a drug dealer. He had the dreads, right? The little tiny dreads, wasn't it?
See, I'm always thinking of being Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. I really haven't seen the films independently, but I've seen that comedy where they smash them all together.
Yeah. No, Menace to Society was a badass movie. It was real badass. Is it free?
It's on. They just put it on Netflix the other day. Maybe I'll check it out.
Oh yeah, dude, it's a badass movie. It's even got Samuel L. Jackson in there.
Lady here looks a little tired.
Oh yeah, he's like the dad, right?
One of them, yeah.
Y'all some dirty motherfuckers, man.
What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, he was the dad. That's right. Yeah, he had a convertible Mustang. Oh, here it is, right here. Here it is.
Got some money this time, man. I got $2. I ain't got no motherfucking money, nigga. Where the motherfucking 20 at? Nigga, come with 20. Nigga, owe me a dub from last week, fool. Oh, nigga, much as I bought from you? You gonna trip about that? Come on, man. Go, man. I got $2 for you, man. I know I'm a little short, but you know, you motherfucking fool, nigga. Come with 20, nigga. Come with 20. Man, I ain't got nothing. Come on, man. That nigga's money back. Give me my $2 back, please, man.
But later on, when he says, I'll suck your dick, and that's when that guy with the dreads right there shoots him. Yeah, he let the little kid hold it. No, was that Menace to Society? I thought that was a different one. Like not Jacob's Ladder, but anyways.
I must be thinking of a different, getting characters mixed up. I thought Samuel L. Jackson was like the dad that had the good kid that ran around with the other fuck ups and trying to keep him in line.
Oh no, you're thinking of a whole different movie. So that is that's not Menace to Society. That's the one with Ice Cube. Why can't I just said the name a minute ago? Boys in the Hood. Yeah, so that's Boys in the Hood, and it's not Samuel L. Jackson.
That's Lawrence
Fishburne. It's Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that Boys in the Hood is a badass movie too. That's with the probably one of the very first movie what's his name did.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking when I watched it, I was like, I thought Samuel L. Jackson was like the good guy, and he's sitting there, looked like he's sitting there playing poker, and I was like, yeah, I think I've got memories mixed up.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm thinking about the same character.
Cuba Gooding Jr. That's his name. Cuba Gooding Jr. That's who was in that movie. That was the good son. That he driving the little 1960 whatever Volkswagen Beetle.
Word.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think it's time to go to bed. I gotta feed these dogs. And I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I gotta look into this thing. I'm not gonna sign up until Coach. I already put it out on the chat that Coach can see it. I said I'm not gonna do it until he tells me, quote, I'm ready.
Well, let me know so I can set it up so I can drive out there. I gotta get a couple hotel rooms and shit. Maybe we'll get some donations or something. Maybe people will help pay for some hotel rooms and diesel. It's gonna cost me like $1,000 in diesel to get all the way out there.
Or you just stop on one of those flying boxes.
I got Donnie. I'm not taking a 150-pound St. Bernard as my service dog on a little tiny plane. I hate planes.
He get his own seat probably.
What am I gonna do? Put a seatbelt on him? Come here. Come here, monster. Let's put a seatbelt on you. Sure. I could hear the stewardess coming up. Excuse me, sir. Why does it say frickin' Donald J. Trump on your dog's tag? Because that's his name. Oh, you ain't getting nothing to drink, you asshole.
Y'all don't even give booze on here anyway, bitch.
Right.
Move along.
And plus,
I'm gonna pee on the seat when I'm back there too.
Right.
You gonna clean it up.
But
hey,
plus,
man,
if I drive out there, I'm gonna go to Sneaky Pete's house. He got all kinds of shit for me to look at with eBay. I'm gonna go see gotta go see Digglewarp down in freaking Florida. Maybe I might go see my family in Jacksonville. I don't know. I haven't talked to them in years. And definitely gonna go see one of my good tow trucking buddies over there. You've probably seen the show. He has a YouTube channel. Yeah, he said we're gonna go hang out. So he's a cool dude. So yeah, maybe stop in New Orleans. Then I'm gonna stop in probably I don't know either San Antonio. Well, I have to stop in San Antonio for Jen. Go see Jen. Then I gotta go and then Jesse Martinez lives in San Antonio. I might go down to, before that, I might hit up a good old. Hey guys, have you heard the Hunter Biden laptop leak video song framed after Cypress Hill's Insane in the Membrane? No, I haven't. Yeah, and when I go to Sneaky Pete's house, he's going to let me hop in that driver's side seat of that Corvette that he's got, and he's going to let me run through the gears. I'm going to get a ticket in Georgia. Running through the gears.
You got a manual?
If it's a Corvette, I hope he does. I hope so. He sounds like the person that would have a 5-speed. Good night, junk man.
That depends on the model of the Corvette. It might have.
We were doing the news, but that was a long time ago.
3 or 4 speed.
No, his Corvette. He's got a newer Corvette. He's probably got either a 5 or 6 speed. It's probably a 5-speed.
They probably make the new Corvettes like you ever seen those things that can be manual or automatic?
Oh, they're way past that. Yeah. Now they're on your they're all the new Ferraris and shit like that and the Porsches. They're all up here.
Toggles.
I think even the Dodge Chargers are like that too, I think. I don't know. It's a 6-speed. And reverse is probably in the wrong... You got to... when my parents had a Corvette, you had to... it was really hard to... You had to put it in reverse to take the key out. Or something like that. I forget the trick. Do they still do that on the Corvettes? This goddamn tooth won't stay in.
You ever drove a German stick shift?
No.
Like a Volkswagen? I don't know if they do it in all the Germans, but this got brought up today at class. But I remember driving my girlfriend's stick shift Volkswagen, and to put it in reverse, you had to move it where first gear was, but you lift up on it and push it forward. So if you just pushed it forward, you'd be in first gear. But if you moved it over and lift up and push forward, it would be in reverse.
Well, the Hondas used to do something similar.
That's
you had to push
a long
down.
Time ago.
On
That's
the
probably
Hondas,
20 years ago.
On the Hondas, you would have to push down and push over. Now, if I remember correctly, on the Corvette, it's push over gear. It's reverse. Reverse is where first gear normally is, if I remember right, on my stepdad's Corvette. There's something weird about it. This goddamn tooth is going to drive me nuts. Now I'm afraid I'm going to fall asleep and it's going to fall down my throat.
Well, take it out when you go to sleep.
Yeah. No,
you gotta look pretty while you're sleeping.
I got a little pretty what?
You ain't gotta look pretty while you're sleeping.
No, that's true. But what if a zombie walks in and they're like a hot zombie?
Well, then you put it back in.
I don't know why I even said that. Zombies are not hot at all. I said I would never watch this show. I've been watching The Walking Dead. So that's what I've been watching. All right. Well, I keep saying I'm going to... Dude, those edibles are really kicking in now. So thank y'all for being here. Hope you had a good day. You know.
Yeah.
We had fun. Oh, no, it was my 98 Dodge Ram is maybe the one where I don't know. Something was weird. Living the Good Life, like video from 2 weeks ago. Oh, really? Okay, I'll have to check it out. All right, guys. Well, we're going to get the heck out of here. Hope you had a good night. Let's see how many copyright strikes I get when I just have to appeal them saying, look, we were joking about this stuff. Good night. What do you say, Drunk? You figure out a new good night yet?
Not yet. So for right now, adios, party people.
Catch you guys later.
Good day, sir.
There we go.